You know what I'm saying? We live, but just go hit them with a cold intro.
The ancestors of my skills now.
Mbaku didn't like the raisins in the potato salad.
LA streets would have been on fire.
How do you know that if you couldn't, you wouldn't fuck Kim Kardashian? How do you know that you wouldn't rush the stage with a Hennessy bottle when Taylor Swift wins over Beyonce?
You niggas in trouble.
All right, we in here. We in here. D Smith, brother, what's good?
What's good with you, man?
You know what I'm saying?
What's
Like
good? What's good with the basement bandits?
Listen, man. Hey, oh man, listen. Hey,
Life.
Listen,
For life.
we back for life. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We back, man. Shout outs to the director on the set right now as we speak, man. Big shout outs to brother Dion Donovan, man. Real talk. Every time that intro hits, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back here nodding my head in the background. So but yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? What's on your mind, brother? What's on your mind, man? You call B-roll. What's on your mind,
Hey,
man?
I wanted the rest of the guys here because I wanted to talk about IP. Really, I wanted to talk about IPs.
Okay.
And I mentioned it before, but the whole idea that there's so much of them now, I feel like we could just give some away for free now.
Okay.
Like we're at a point now where like let's think about it. Not all these things can be viable. Not
That's
all
true.
these things are worth money. We're finding out all these things aren't as hot as it used to be. So there's gonna, I mean, yeah, they're gonna want to hog them, but at the same time, it's like, when do they realize that this either isn't gonna have any value or it's not valuable enough to let it go? Because the fact that I can go on and watch Transformers and G.I. Joe, old school Transformers and G.I. Joe right now on YouTube for free and not have to worry about it, that kind of says a little bit about your brand, a little bit, if you could start giving away stuff for free. I know it's older, but the idea that less people are going to care. Like, how many people right now, younger than us, care about Ghostbusters right now? Not a lot of them. Not a lot of those IPs. Not a lot of those IPs are really worth anything. Or we at least need to think about that, because we also got so many copycats and so many things in the same genre. How are we supposed to keep up with?
Right. I see where you're going with this. Keep going, bro. Keep going, man.
No. The floor is yours now. I want your take.
Well,
you seem to have some pushback, but I understand why.
Well, I mean, I guess the way that I'm looking at it is from the angle of, what if I were in a position of somebody who created an IP, right? If I were in a situation of having my name attached to something valuable in a way that my family can eat off of it forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea of giving something like that away, I can't break out of the thought of thinking, you know what, this is fucking the money up. I mean, that might be a selfish kind of way of looking at it, but I don't think anybody creates anything with the intent on not making money off of it.
Yeah, but I mean older stuff. I'm talking more specifically to older stuff, stuff that hasn't retained, things that aren't upstairs anymore. I'll put it to you like that. Things that aren't, there's plenty of things that are downstairs holding will make you content for food signs down at the bottom of the steps. There's a few IPs that ain't as hidden anymore and are being lumped with other IPs to look more sexy, if you know what I mean.
Now, when you say that, what do you mean? I don't know what you mean exactly.
Okay. Like, in the sense that now whales are swallowing whales. Sony just bought a Paramount. How valuable is Paramount then?
See, that okay, that all depends though. Are you looking
that goes into my thing. I mean, they do have IPs, but it's just the idea that they have to get swallowed by a bigger monster to survive.
Okay. So this is what I'll say then, right? My counter to that is when you say how valuable is Paramount, are we just looking at them based off of the IPs that they own? Because Paramount is bigger than just Mission Impossible, Transformers, Top
Ninja
Gun,
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles is one of their big ones, more
Right.
than they realize.
But you also got to take into account that Paramount isn't just a studio. This is a media. This is like a whole media conglomerate here. They got Nickelodeon, they got VH1, MTV, BET, the Country Music Network.
But how many of those things still retain value now?
That's debatable.
That's more of how much of these. That's like having a garage full of 50 cars, but only 5 of them cars are hot, sexy, and people want. All the other ones are Model Ts.
Every 4 years, or maybe even 3, because the major broadcasters in America are still NBC, CBS. ABC doesn't get the Super Bowl. Every 3 years, CBS, which is owned by Paramount, gets the Super Bowl. If Sony owns the company, the media outlet that gets the Super Bowl every 3 years, I mean, there's something there, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, but
again, and more goes back to like they have meat, but what are their side dishes? There's if you want to invite people over to the banquet, meat can only give you so much. That's more what I'm getting down to, brother. More than anything, I know they got stuff, but like my thing of it is how many of these is really going to be sustainable for them before you just down the meat. You're just down to 1 or 2 things that you pick up once a year, like going to the movies.
Okay.
And watching that one blockbuster and then being done with it for what, 5-10 years?
Okay, so to rewind for a second, just to rewind for 1 second, moving away from the IPs, we'll get back to that in a second. I think with Sony, and I mean, I'm not even going to pretend to be in tune with these high level negotiations or nothing like that, but with that being said, with Sony, this is a situation where they can flex a little bit now, right? They're not going out. They're not going out like no band leader, to quote The Godfather Part 1. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure a couple years ago, Sony was probably facing the same situation that Fox was facing, a pending buyout from this guy with the mouse ears, right? They purchase another whale to kind of bolster what they're able to do to avoid getting folded by somebody else. If it wasn't Sony that swooped in, it was going to be Universal that swooped in, or Warner Media that swooped in. You know what I'm saying? The name of the game is to survive at the end of the day. You survive by having these things in your library, even if you don't consider them to be valuable. At the end of the day, they're still branding, they're still merchandising, they're still the leg of, broadcast network TV for as long as that's going to last, even if it doesn't last very long.
It's just going to mutate back into itself, realistically.
Sure. And I mean, if Universal would have bought Paramount, there's a conflict of interest there with NBC, CBS, and a lot of the networks that they have on cable TV right now. It's actually kind of better that Sony swooped in because Sony doesn't have their hand in television as far as networks go the same way that a Universal or a Warner Media did. But to get back to the IPs conversation, at the end of the day, it's like chips. They're bargaining chips. What can I get? What can I get in exchange for this? If I give you this, I get this back in return. If we do a crossover now between how valuable now, and this is just fantasy booking, fucked up, whatever, right?
Go.
How valuable now would a Spider-Verse crossover with Transformers be? How valuable would that be in an animated setting? How valuable would that be now? I mean, yeah, it probably would never happen, but how valuable could that be if you were to try to make that crossover with Miles Morales and the Transformers, if you could do it? You see what I'm saying?
More likely. I would say Turtles.
Okay.
That seems way more cross appeal.
Right.
Let me stop.
No.
Give them ideas.
No, I don't disagree with you. And I mean, given the track record, I mean, the last Turtles joint wasn't bad from what I heard. And Spider-Verse,
I saw it. It was good. It made reasonable amount of money.
Yeah, and Spider-Verse is probably on its way to being the greatest superhero trilogy ever made. So why can't that be a option for them now? Why can't you kind of look in your war chest, so to speak, and see what you got? Why can't you do a Lara Croft crossover with Mission Impossible now? Ooh. Or an Uncharted and Mission? I'm just bullshitting. Ooh. I mean these are things that'll probably never happen, but
when we'll see, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like now you got Star Trek. Why can't you cross over Star Trek with some of the other stuff that they got over there? So I mean, I think when it comes to IPs, it's just a matter of what can you get out of them in exchange for something else. If we can't do nothing with it, at the bare minimum, fuck it. We'll just give away free content, but it's ours. It's ours, and we can choose what we want to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, if you created something, if you created Superman, right? If you created James Bond, if you created a John Wick or a Mr. Terrific or a Static Shock or any of these things that we enjoy in this, to borrow a word from Charles, in this zeitgeist, if you created any of those things, I'm sorry, D. Smith, you're going to want every red penny.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm saying, how much time do we have? Hell, Mickey Mouse is now officially in the public domain. Mickey Mouse, it's been that long of a span that Mickey Mouse is in public domain. Right. Superman and Batman will be there literally in another 3 decades.
Right.
3 decades. That's not long from now.
Right.
In the time span that those properties move, that's not long from now.
Right.
And even then, the original people who would and should get checks are gone. So technically, unless they find a way to boost them laws, they're gonna have to cough that up. But I don't think that's gonna happen. They'll find a way to last minute, like they did with Mickey Mouse. And even then, from what the law stipulates, it will be the original version. So whatever the original Superman did or does,
right?
Like he can only jump high. So they'll find legal loopholes to get through to technically retain the property. But anyway,
but okay, but hold on, brother. Would you not want? And I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not in complete disagreement with what you're saying. Mm-hmm. But would you not want, even if you're not around to collect that check, would you not want your people to be able to collect that check?
Yeah, I would think they should still get a profit. Like they own like a percentage of sales that people make. Yeah.
Percentage.
Well, bro, I don't know how the copyright works, bro.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't want my people being bums. I'll put it that way, being bums forever.
Right.
They can make some money will go to. I'll put it this way: some money will go to them, but they still gonna have to fucking work. And I'd rather have it that way too. Anyway,
because I mean,
my great grandkids being fucking bums.
No, and look, you're right. Like, because who knows how creative somebody could be without having to deal with the shackles of higher ups telling you, no, this isn't our vision for this character, or this isn't our vision for that story. But again, there's another part of me that thinks, fuck that. I got to get mine. Bro. Fuck that. I need mine. You know what I'm saying?
hey, I ain't mad at you about that. I ain't mad at you because I would be that way too. But I'm not gonna. You can't keep that shit forever. That's all I'm gonna say. You can't keep that shit forever. You could best try. You could best try. Is that gonna happen?
Right, because who would have ever thought that you get a slasher Winnie the Pooh movie. You know what I'm
A
saying?
slasher Mickey Mouse.
Right, and that sounds
An
great.
official slasher Mickey
That's
Mouse.
not, and that sounds
No bootleg
right.
copies. The real deal.
Right. And I mean, that's amazing. I give it up to whoever was that creative to figure, you know what? I think this would be a good idea, and now I can make that happen. I'm 50-50 on that, but I need mine, bro. We need ours. At the end of the day, we need ours, man. Jay-Z said we overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. I need mine off of the top. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, bro. But just to back up for a second, with what you said about Sony and Paramount, right?
Right.
A couple years ago.
Oh, I was gonna say, also, oddly enough, they have physical rights to distribute Disney movies on top of that. But
who?
Sony.
Oh.
They just secured the rights to that. But go on. We can talk about that later.
No, they definitely not going out like no band leader.
Oh no, they're making moves, and I think they're gonna pivot to video games too, because they got that too.
A couple years ago, I want to say it might have been 2020, 2021, sometime around there is when Netflix got, I think, the first streaming rights to the movies that Sony was putting out in theaters. Because Uncharted, 2021 was when Uncharted rolled out. I think Venom hit. All of the Spider-Man movies, excluding the Tom Holland joints, hit. I think both Spider-Verse movies were on Netflix. So a couple years ago, it looked like Sony was leaning towards just being outright bought by Netflix. Now they got their own streaming service on top of the whole library for Paramount as a historical kind of studio. So, I mean, or not even as a studio, my bad, as a company, as a media brand. So it's interesting how some of these things work out. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of makes me wonder, like, what's the future of Spider-Man in all of this here? I mean, I know that, like, it's pretty ironclad as far as the character of Peter Parker in live action, because the MCU basically revived Spider-Man in live action films. There's no disputing that, right? But what I'm wondering is, like, at what point does that IP pivot away from the MCU? Or do you think that's ever going to happen? Is there already too much money to be gotten by agreeing to share custody of Peter Parker to even try to bother to pivot away from that? Considering now that you don't actually have to be fucking with them over there.
I think, you want my opinion or you want what they should do?
Both. Go ahead, brother.
I think realistically they're in a position now they can chop themselves off if they get the right people. If they get the right people with the right hands, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, if they give them what they want and give some really good writers what they need and want, I think they can pivot away. Because the Spider-Verse just established a Spider-Verse, multiple Spider-Men, multiple Spider. In the comics right now, they have a whole team just full of Spider-Men that can do different things. So and they're doing the shows. So why not? And I think they announced Spider-Man 4 after that last one, and people got nostalgic for seeing the other two guys be Spider-Man again in the suits. So who's to say that they won't come? We'll get another amazing Spider-Man. Hey man, I think some people are going through revisionist history on how they feel about those movies. I don't think they were never that bad. Amazing Spider-Man wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good either, but it wasn't that bad as people said it was. I feel like people have a lot of revisionist history, and this whole idea to just stomp on every movie is like we're in a culture where we nitpick everything, and everything has to be perfect. like a B, even if it wasn't a B movie, but even if it was a B movie status, y'all you enjoyed it, right? So there's always that. So I think that they could do something. Will they do something? I still think they're holding their cards a little close to them. I feel like if the MCU takes too many more hits, they can go, all right, we'll back off and we'll try our own thing.
I mean, they want that secret invasion check, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They want
Mm-hmm.
they want credit.
An easy
They
secret
want
invasion check.
they want as much credit as they can get for providing those characters off of that secret invasion. Or my bad, secret war. Excuse me, secret war. Secret invasion already happened. My bad.
Wouldn't it be something? I'm gonna wish this into existence now. Wouldn't it be something if that's how Miles gets introduced in the MCU?
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me, though. That seems to be the most plausible introduction. You know what I'm saying? That makes the most sense. But just to back up on what you to rewind for a second.
Okay.
Andrew Garfield is 40 years old. Who would have thought? Like that's kind of wild when you think about that.
Mm-hmm.
He's 40 years old, and I think he's probably too polished of an actor to go back to playing Spider-Man. That's a step backwards for him at this stage of his career. And if you look at his filmography after The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the quality of the roles that he's played has shot up. I think he got nominated for an Academy Award. It was either 2023. No, he got nominated for an Academy Award 2021 or 2022. The year Will Smith won, he was also nominated, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't see a scenario where they do that again. And I think the biggest problem that I had with the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 is the way that they wrote Peter Parker. That was not Peter Parker, bro. That wasn't. That was
he didn't look like Peter Parker to me. He looked like after he got the powers this whole time.
He looked like Edward from Twilight. That's what he looked like. And that's how they
just with more skin color.
And that's how they wrote his character. His character, when he was, and shout out to Movie Bob on this, because Movie Bob said this like 12 years ago. He said when he's in his costume, he's Batman, and when he's out of costume, he's Edward from Twilight. They fucked up with that right there. The way that they wrote that version of Spider-Man was one of the bigger issues there. But moving on, it's just interesting to see how that works, man. Other than that, there was something else that I wanted to talk to you about here, bro. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The banning of TikTok.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to Thirsty Jack. I like Peter Parker and PS5, Spider-Man, and 2. Yes, that is a very good version of the character. And shout out to the Embrace the Thirst podcast as well. Saturday nights, them brothers be talking some wrestling, man. But yeah, the legislation, the federal ban of TikTok, brother. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that. Let's get into that. In your lifetime, how many times have you actually been on the app? Have you actually actively scrolled on TikTok?
Never. All the clips I've seen are from Facebook or YouTube. Like, okay. No, never. I've never been on TikTok.
Okay, I got a couple follow-up questions. My first question is why?
It's not made for me. It's not made for me. And again, all its competitors have done the same thing, and I'm on their competitors' website already. So why move where I'm at? You know what I mean?
All right. So my next question for you, which is probably rhetorical, but if TikTok being banned in the United States happens, how does that affect your life? Does it affect your life?
No, none.
Right.
You'll still be YouTube Shorts, which everybody will clamor to, or some secondary party will come in and, somebody will make another version of TikTok here in the States.
Yep, that's exactly
that's really what's going to happen. And then everybody will just shift over there.
Yep. That's exactly, TikTok a couple times, sooner or later, new app will come up from Vine. So do you support it?
On it?
Well, like, cause like you said, there's already a different version of that. Like on it, you got short clips on Instagram, you got YouTube Shorts, you got Facebook Reels. At this point, it's already obsolete now, anyways, right? So what I wonder is the intent has already landed, right? The intent was to shorten people's attention spans. The intent was to make you dumber. The intent was to introduce you to a lot of shit that you don't want to look at and continue to flood your mind with shit that you don't want to look at, right? The intent was to gather data on you and put you in the algorithm to where you can't escape. If that's already happened on every other app, TikTok has already accomplished the mission. If it goes away, the issue of people becoming fucking stupider, the issue of people being desensitized to sex and violence and people with disabilities and humility and empathy and all of these human natural conditions or feelings that we already had that were getting taken away from us, they've already won. It doesn't matter if you can't use TikTok in the United States. Your kids are already growing up to be sociopaths. Your kids are already ingrained in this thing where the real world is this. On
Just
one
move
clip,
quick. Yeah, move quick. Always constantly moving.
On one clip, you see ass cheeks, right? The next clip, you see somebody get knocked out. The third clip, you see somebody rapping. The next clip, you see ass cheeks. The third clip, you see ass cheeks. The fourth clip, you see somebody get knocked out. The fifth clip, you see somebody jump off a fucking rooftop, right? The one after that, you see somebody on a shopping cart lit on fire diving into fucking traffic, right? If it's already there, it doesn't matter if it goes by a different name, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? My bad. I had to get on the soapbox.
No. Go.
If TikTok is banned in US, that means TikTok is open outside the US, like Japan. We can use a VPN to open TikTok.
Oh,
yes, damn. That's true. And I mean, I'll be honest with you. If somebody is using a VPN to get on TikTok, bro, they gotta.
Right.
We got to be asking some questions here.
Dang, bro. Like the fact that you already had a quick loophole to already get back on TikTok.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not wrong, but
no, he's absolutely right. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the idea of that.
But you know, it's mission accomplished already. You know what I mean? Fuckery is still fuckery, even if it goes by a different name. You know what I mean? So if they were gonna, if the federal government, if the, you know what I mean, if our branches of government were that concerned about, you know, the effects that this thing has, they would have nipped it a couple years ago, right? So, like, what the fuck are we talking about here? This is a vanity play in order to try to stick it to the Chinese. Okay. You're like, oh, right. Okay.
Gonna work.
Hey, oh man, my bad. I had to get on the soapbox.
No, you were good.
Let me get some of your thoughts on this, bro.
Not really. My life is nothing changes. In fact, I'm more happy that it's gone. Like I said before, though, but what beast will replace it? That's all I'm worried about.
Right.
And hopefully they have stock. Right. So nigga can get paid. Hey, that's how I'm looking at it.
Oh man, hey, yeah, you're right. I mean,
watch the pump.
Right, because
bird hands, watch the pump.
No, because what was it? I think last year, this whole Blue Sky app was supposed to be taken off. You didn't hear about that?
Yeah. They had like 800,000 or something like that. Like people that were on there, and they were what is it called? Test breaking it to make sure it could handle large amounts of people on it.
Right. because
I don't know what happened to it afterwards. I don't care.
I mean, it's still in the works, supposedly. And,
Okay.
you know, the person who created Twitter is behind this Blue Sky app. I'm not going to say project. But to me, again, like you got Twitter, or I mean, X now, apparently, right? Instagram has threads. I don't know if people use that, though. Like, people don't actually get on there and use it. But again, the situation to where, what's the point in having another app? What is the point in a Blue Sky app? You make it invite only and that's supposed to make it more appealing, right? I don't understand that.
Was it invite? I only thought they were doing that just because they were testing it. That's why I thought the invites were for. I thought it was just another way to be Twitter, so stupid people that got kicked off there can sit up there and shout more about what they believe in.
Well,
under the guards of free speech, which free speech, but still at the same time, you know, you got a lot of fuckheads.
But now nobody gets kicked off Twitter though.
No. Oh, okay.
Nobody gets banned.
So that literally just defeats the point then. Never mind.
Under new management and under the change of the name to that app, nobody gets banned off of that app now anyways. You know what I mean?
So there's no reason to fucking leave.
Right. Exactly. Because why would any upstanding citizen, what's the point? And I'm not trying to be fucked up with what I'm gonna say.
No. Go.
But what is the point in being on Twitter if you are a good person? What is the point? What do you get out of being on Twitter if you're not a sociopath? If you're not like if you're not a horrible person, what's the point in you being on Twitter? Like, you're not gonna save the world on X. If that's what you're trying to do, if your express purpose of being on that app is because you think you're going to save the world with critical fucking thinking, you should write a book. You should write a book, right? Like,
nah, you're wrong.
You should write a book. You should do other things. And that's not saying, and I mean, I'm sure there are very good people who are on that app that use that app, but the purpose of it being around now is not for positive interaction with human beings. It's not for that. It's for your avatar to yell at another avatar and to get other avatars to agree with you to yell at the other avatar, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the blue check thing, I don't even know how that works. I deactivated my Twitter account in 2022. Yeah, it had to be like August of 2022. Summer of 2022 was when I deactivated my Twitter account, right? That was before people were able to pay for a blue check next to their name. Mm-hmm. And I never understood what the significance of having a blue check even means. What does that mean? Thirsty Jack, help me out in the comments.
Okay, I'll say, well, that lets everybody know that I'm more important than you are, Uncle Jack, because I have this blue check mark. It tells you that I'm an important person.
Okay.
You should follow me on Instagram, X, YouTube.
And no, and what I'm gonna say is that I'm not gonna knock the way that it used to be. I don't even know what the guidelines. He said blue check don't mean nothing. I don't know what the guidelines were under the previous management for somebody to actually get that. I don't know what somebody had to do to get that, right? Mm-hmm. I have no idea what a person had to do to get that prior to people being allowed to pay for it. Mm-hmm. And then paying for it. And then the fact that people paid for it. Mm-hmm. What? Why would you pay for it?
Because Uncle Jack, I need the world to know that I'm better than you. They should follow me on X, Facebook, Instagram, And make sure you visit my Patreon.
No, but again, this is just me from my angle, the way I'm looking at this. If everybody can pay to be important, if that's how you are able to be important by paying $7.99, shit, man, did I read it correctly? I think it said at first.
No, that was right. So I remember it was like $8 per check.
What was it? Was it membership based? Is this something
I believe it was. I believe it was membership based.
So they got to keep paying until they get to wherever they don't got to pay for it no more.
No,
right?
no, this was a monthly subscription.
Okay, but eventually, I'm sure at some point, you probably get to the point where you're like a natural blue check, right?
No, bro. I think it was literally monthly. Like I think it was a monthly fee. A monthly fee,
right?
That's like having a certificate, man. Just be like, this says I'm legit.
Yeah, right, but what I'm saying is, like, at some point though, I would think you sign up for the membership, right? Mm-hmm. You sign up for the membership, and then if you get a certain number of followers, they just give you the blue check, and you don't got to pay for it no more.
Was it? I don't know, bro.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna impression that's what it was.
No, I'm just guessing. that that's how that works. But either way, I mean, there's so much meat riding out there and dick sucking for Elon Musk that these motherfuckers out here are happy to pay that $8.99 a month or that $8 a month. I mean, look, you don't gotta like that guy, but that guy is a genius. If he really got people out here paying to be important. What does that say? What does it say about the person if the person can make people pay to feel important? He made you do that so that you could feel like you're at the cool table. And you did it when you didn't have to do it.
I don't even want to be in that.
But the whole point of it is that you didn't have to do it. You did it by choice. Mm-hmm. The fact that people
free will, your own free will.
Okay, and shout out to Charles, man. Like, one of the hardest lines that he's ever said on this podcast is that the wrong people brought us into this thing, and it's true. Mm-hmm. If this guy talked y'all into doing that so that you could feel important. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I can't invite you over for dinner, man. We can't go to the bar. Like, the dumbest thing that I've ever spent money on. I felt like an idiot when I spent $10 on DLC for Mortal Kombat 9 back in 2011 to get fatalities and classic fucking skins. I felt like an idiot the second that shit came out of my bank account, right? I could not imagine. I could not imagine being a 33-year-old male, married with a baby on the way, and spending $7.99 to get a blue check next to my name on a free app. On a free app.
On a paid app too. No.
I mean, like, if anything, they could have gave you like the starter pack, bro. They could have gave you the starter pack. Instead of being a blue check, they could have gave you like a teal check. You know what I'm saying? It's not quite blue. You're not quite green, because a green one would be like, damn, you know what I mean? You're not finna get, you know what I mean? Like nobody gonna jump in a nigga DMs if he got a green check because he's green. But the teal check is in between blue and green. Like, what if you started off and you got a green check, and as you got more followers, it went to a teal check, and then it went to a light blue check, and then it went to a dark blue check, bro.
Bro, don't be giving these motherfuckers ideas. Shoot.
I mean, look, that's how it should have.
I can see him on stage, like, want to be Apple. We're starting a brand new system. It's called the color checks. What were the colors again? We're gonna start you off with a teal, then a light sky blue, then a baby blue, then dang, what's lighter than that? Blue, and then if you're really, really high tier, navy blue.
Hey, man, we just invented a new color, certified blue.
Certified blue. That's what we'll call it.
Right. Like, again, that's some good shit right there, ain't it, man? What the fuck, bro? I mean,
man,
I don't know.
I gotta find a way to be a snake salesman, or what is it? A snake oil salesman? Sure.
No, because
way to sell some of that shit.
I mean, look, I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. I don't know. I mean, supposedly Elon Musk is somewhere between the devil and you know the internet. He's somewhere between the devil and Tony Stark, depending on who you ask. But he pulled the wool over y'all motherfuckers, man. He that's the heist of the century right there, dog. But anyway. Anyways, back to TikTok. Yeah, that shit is out of here, man. That shit is out of here. But when one thing falls, another one comes up. There will be a American version in short order, bro. By the end of the year, there'll be a new thing out here for the kids to ruin their fucking futures. But whatever.
Right. Hell, I was expecting the U.S. government to already have it ready. So it goes, here's your shit. Here, pay attention to this.
Right.
We can make money off of it.
Oh man. So
let me stop.
So did you see the Deadpool 3 trailer?
I watched half of it and turned it off. Only because I don't want to get spoiled anymore.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I got you. I did.
Like after I found out what Logan's or what looked like Logan's what he's going, his inspiration for why he's in the movie, I was like, okay, I'll stop because I'm gonna ruin it for myself.
Okay.
So it looks damn good. Of course, I was already gonna go see it. I disagree with Rich from Black Lords. This will make $1 billion.
He said it won't.
He said it won't. Rich was like, there's no way it makes $1 billion. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro?
No,
what are you talking about? This is I think this might be the last one though.
The last? What do you mean?
The last one that makes a bill for a while. And until Endgame or until Secret Wars.
Okay. So you're saying that this is the last pop that the MCU gets until their next big event, right? Okay, I'm inclined. I agree with you because Deadpool and Wolverine is a big event. It is, and they've mastered the art. Like, yeah, bro, $1 billion easy. This is probably gonna be up there with some of the higher grossing rated R movies of all time. Like, I mean, I don't want to say it because I know how you feel, D. Smith, but
say it.
Domestic, it's a 2-horse race right now between Joker 2 and Deadpool 3. I think
I agree. Unfortunately, I agree.
Right.
I think I don't think it'll make $1 billion, but I could see it making $1 billion. I'll put it to you that way. And if it does, I feel like it's going to be mostly from foreign numbers because I know it's going to do well in South America.
For which one?
Joker. That's my observation.
Okay.
It'll probably make $1 billion here or close to it here, but I don't think it will. I don't think
because all right, this is the way I feel about this, man. And it's hard to because I really didn't like that first movie at all.
I liked it until I saw the people that it's catered to react to it.
Well, I mean, that was obvious anyway.
No, but it was more of the them flaunting it around and being extra about it.
What do you mean?
When it lost to what was it? Parasite for Best Picture, and some guy reviewing it went off about how Joker was the greatest movie, and he said, like, I haven't, and he was being ignorant. He went on a whole rant. I haven't seen Parasite. It was almost like it was Donald Trump. It was funny. He's like, I haven't seen Parasite, but the Joker is the greatest movie of all time. Okay. Basically on some shit like that. I was like, all right, bro. Go sit down somewhere.
Go sit down.
Go sit the fuck down in the corner.
Go sit down somewhere. I mean, I think Parasite was, on balance, Parasite was a better movie than Joker.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
What ruined that movie for me? That movie to me would have been fine if they didn't shoehorn the Wayne family shit into it.
Yeah, that was annoying. That was annoying. And making it seem like he might be Bruce's brother. It's like, what the fuck out of my face.
Well, even
fuck out of my face with that shit.
That whole plot line to me did, and I mean, obviously that comes off as like studio shit right there. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna make a Joker movie, this is what we need to do here.
Mm-hmm.
But what I didn't like, and I did not like the end of the movie because the crime alley scene just felt like it was tacked on.
Oh, that most definitely.
I didn't like that at all. When they showed that part in the movie, I was in the theater shaking my head. I was drunk and I was shaking my head because to me, that had nothing to do with the story that they're telling of the character, right? Mm-hmm. And it's clear that the rumor and speculation was, oh, okay, this is gonna be the Batman, right? That's the new Bruce Wayne right there.
Then that's how we tie that shit together.
And her daughter is gonna end up being Selena Kyle, and it's like, nigga, this movie is set in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the new Batman would be almost 40 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Parasite was a good movie. Joker was good. Pennywise is overrated. It too was 3 fucking hours. 3 fucking hours. Rather read a Joker comic than live action. Plus, Joker had a baby. Hey, look, I agree. But with Joker 2, this is what I'm gonna say here, right? It's clear that the director of that movie, Joaquin Phoenix, and the studio trust what they're able to create enough to where they spend double the budget on the second movie and get an international superstar to play opposite of him in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at the Joker as being a superhero movie. I don't.
No.
So, and my brother was like, yeah, the reason you didn't like it is because you thought it was a superhero movie. No, the reason I didn't like it is because I didn't like it. And I mean, with it being a musical, again, that opens it up to an international audience. The people who went to see the first Joker are going to see the second one. They're going to see the second one. He says it's a risk. This is not Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's not. But this is the excuse for everybody. Oh man, fuck D. Smith. I'm jumping around here.
No. Go, man. You were fine. Go.
The sequel to the Joker movie is Warner Brothers Anti-Barbie. They made $1 billion last year with a movie that was catered to a mostly female audience. And they did that. And they committed to it. And they said, fuck it. If nobody else is going to see this movie, we know that there is an audience that will go see this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the guys who were online angry and complaining about woke, Barbie hates men, blah, 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 whatever, right? A year later, they get their version of that. Mm-hmm. They get their high.
Double dipping.
And Warner Brothers is smart for this. For a studio that's made a lot of fuck ups, they're smart for this. A year later, they get the complete opposite side of that coin. Everybody who didn't go see Barbie is gonna go see the Joker like this. This is high class cinema. Oh my! I've never seen. It is
a perfect movie. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 with your fucking with the rose on your lapel and all of that shit. This is high class cinema for the marksman, and they're gonna show up and enjoy every second of it, bro. Every fucking second of it. They're gonna enjoy it, and they're gonna go see it again and again and again. And that and Deadpool 2, I think, are gonna make history this year. I think this will be the first time that we get two movies that are rated R, both make $1 billion. If that's ever happened before, I don't know if it has, but that's my take on that, bro.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
No. And same here. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
And the other part of it, and the other part of it here is that for Hollywood likes themes and all of this stuff here. They like through lines and all that other shit that Donovan and Charles like to talk about, right? Mm-hmm. The theme of mental health is topically relevant. So you're not looking at the Joker as being a sociopath. You're not looking at him as being a bad guy or being somebody that you can't fuck with. They want him to be they want him to get sympathy. They're not approaching this from the perspective of him being a villain. They're focusing on it as him being somebody who is mentally ill, because mental illness is a relevant topic in society today. You don't understand me, right? You don't understand me. I need you to understand me and what I'm going through in my mind. I'm not doing this because I'm crazy. I'm doing this because I'm hurt.
Okay.
He's doing this because he's hurt. Harley Quinn is singing because she's hurt. All right, I'm done. On to the next one.
Oh, yeah, please stop, because I was almost about to say something, bro.
On to the next one.
Yeah,
Deadpool is gonna break records along with Bad Boys.
I think Bad Boys will make money.
Bad Boys looks.
I think it'll make money. They got my money. I know that for sure.
Yeah, Bad Boys. I think, that looks so much better than Bad Boys 3, bro.
But they were still able to pull it off. That's the good thing. Bad Boys 3 had problems, but they were still able to pull it off.
Yeah,
that's all that matters. As long as we learn from our mistakes, we don't see no more bullshit. Right. I think we're gonna be good. But this does need to be the last one.
I think it is. I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, Will Smith. What I'm interested in seeing out of this movie. Oh man, and how do I put this here? What I'm interested in seeing. My bad. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say this. Let Will Smith move on to something else. If he wants to keep doing stuff, because I feel like Will could do this, but Martin, I don't think he's going. I don't think he could do it. But so let Will do Mike Lowry insert somewhere else. And it doesn't necessarily need to be Mike Lowry, but he could carry on the character as somebody else. You know, if you know what I mean.
Well, I think this is a test, bro. I think this is really a test for Will Smith, specifically with a black audience.
Okay.
If black people do not support Bad Boys, he's done.
Okay.
He's done. If we do not show up to this movie and it's not profitable, it's going to be real hard for Will Smith to get the other blockbusters, bro. I'm keeping it all the way real with you.
I believe you. I believe you.
He's been on punishment for almost 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And the next movie he comes out with is arguably the most popular cop genre movie in our culture. And this movie is probably just going to be centered around Martin and Will, just like the first two. Martin and Will got to carry this motherfucker from start to finish, bro, all the way to the end. If black folks don't support Bad Boys, Ride or Die, it's going to be rough, bro. It's going to be rough. They're not going to, you know what I'm saying? The box office is going to matter on this movie here. It's going to matter, bro.
I agree.
And oh, man.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Because with Bad Boys 3, it was fun, but I didn't like all of the side characters. I didn't like none of the side characters. They was in the way.
I liked Will having a love interest. That was the only thing.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, girl was cute, and I thought she was good for his character. Other than that, no.
What I mean,
like if they just included her, everybody else out, that would have been perfect.
Well, shit. Now that Sony bought Paramount, dog, we might get that. We might get Top Gun crossing over with Bad Boys.
Oh hell no!
said Bad Boys 2 is a cult classic. Bad Boys 2 is a worldwide classic.
That's I must say I don't know.
Worldwide.
What you talking about cult? Nah.
No. Michael Bay did his thing behind the camera on that.
Right.
The
freeway scene? Come on, dog.
Bro, you could teach classes on Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 was amazing.
The freeway scene, the scene with the Jeep busting through them and what was it, Mexico? Them shanty houses in Mexico?
No, they was in Cuba.
Oh, Cuba.
Yeah, they was in Cuba.
That whole sequence of them going through the raid with the remote control car. Come on, dog. That is not a cult classic.
Bad Boys 2 is like that. That's on a short. I feel like that should get more props when we talk like all-time action movies. Yo, shout out to Orion. Like Bad Boys 2. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I just said what up, bro.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, but with Bad Boys 3, I'm interested to see that. They gotta do something there. Will Smith and I'm that's just my opinion on that. He might be okay, but he's been on punishment for 2 years.
I think I see where you're coming from, but I think it'll do well. I think this will do well.
I hope it does. I want it to do well because Martin Lawrence. I mean, there's some pretty bad rumors going around about Martin Lawrence right now, man. But we ain't. He said Bad Boys 2 and Tokyo Drift is up there with people. Now Tokyo Drift is a cult classic.
I said that's more of a cult classic. One of my cult classics, right there.
Tokyo Drift is definitely a cult.
People talk shit. They say that's the worst one in the series, which I disagree way more.
Okay, see, that's not. I don't think that's fair because. Are they judging it off of the story or off of the acting? Because the acting
they're judging it off of none of the main characters. Because that's everyone's excuse when I hear them say none of the people from the other movies are in it. I'm all like, bro, the story takes place in Japan and talks. It's one of the only things we know about drifting. That's how that got started here in the West for most people knowing what drifting is. And that had been in the culture over there for many years. It's a great movie. It's way better than 4. It's way better than 4. 4 is ass, bro.
Yeah,
I still remember being hyped for that when I first saw the trailer. And I go back, I was like, damn, bro. If I knew what it was gonna be, if I knew what the series was gonna be, nah, bro. The only good part about that is the race through Mexico and the street race. That's the only reason to watch that movie. Yeah, everything else is like, why the fuck are you watching?
Yeah, see, they fucked up. Like, man, I don't want to talk about Fast and Furious right now.
I went there for a minute.
But no, you're right. But Tokyo Drift is actually because I mean we're not judging these movies on the quality of the dialogue or the acting. We're not doing any of that. Tokyo Drift.
It's about the cars.
Tokyo Drift probably has the best story out of the top tier. As far as the Fast and Furious movies,
I say it has the second best story.
Yeah, because the first one,
if we're keeping it basic, 1 and then 3 on story wise, 1 and then 3.
And I mean, and the first 5. Joint, and the first joint was really just Point Break
with cars.
And I mean, I love Point Break. I love Point Break. Point Break is my shit, bro. So Point Break with street cars. I'm good with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, I say 1, Tokyo Drift, Fast 5, Too Fast, Too Furious. And Too Fast, Too Furious was what? Bad Boys 2. That's all.
Basically.
That's all. Like, you know what I mean? Too Fast, Too Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious was Bad Boys 2 and Rush Hour with Street Race. That's all that shit was, bro. And John Singleton, rest in peace, John Singleton.
Damn,
rest in peace, John Singleton, man. Like Fast 5 was dope though. Fast 5 was Fast 5 was pressure. I can't front on that. I can't even front on it. Yo, but yeah, man. The other thing I want to talk to you about here is kind of going off of what we talked about earlier. 2024, with the exception of a couple movies, right, is the Revenge of the Marksman, bro. This is the year they take it all back at the box office. The only movie on the slate of major releases that doesn't fit into that box is Furiosa.
True.
And man, I gotta rewatch Fury Road, bro. I gotta go back and watch that again, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was upstairs. Do you think?
Definitely, man.
I think that Furiosa, George Miller is the fucking man.
Oh yeah. I just wish he had did more movies. Realistically, I feel like he didn't do enough. I feel like he should have like 3 to 5 more movies under his belt.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you know he was supposed to do the Justice League back in 2007. Yeah.
No, yeah. I didn't.
You didn't know that?
Ah.
You didn't know that?
Nah, no, I did not.
All right, I'm gonna send you some. I'm gonna send you some shit, bro. But he was supposed to do. The movie was supposed to be called Justice League Mortal, and they didn't get it off of the ground because of the writer's strike that happened back in 2008. And then The Dark Knight was set to be released the same year that they went into pre-production was the year that The Dark Knight came out in 2008. And they was like, nah, we ain't fucking with that. We ain't fucking with that. But George Miller, they were supposed to film it in Australia. George Miller was supposed to be the director of Justice League Mortal. I'll send you I'll put it up in the chat when we dip out. But there was a movie that he directed that came out in 22, I think, called like 3,000 Years of Longing or something like that. It had Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton in it. And I mean, it didn't do all that well. I think that was just like some experimental type shit. But with Mad Max, that man doesn't miss, bro. George Miller is a fucking man.
The OG one, man. Damn, that's good.
I gotta watch. I gotta see it.
Thunderbolt was okay. I think Thunderbolt was just okay. But Mad Max and
wait.
Road Warrior are great.
Road Warrior, yeah. The
Road Warrior
Thunderdome
first, and then Mad Max was the second one, and then Thunderdome was the third one.
Yeah,
Thunderdome isn't as good. Skip Thunderdome
with Tina Turner.
Yeah, don't watch Thunderdome.
Wait.
Thunderdome.
But dog, no, because you're right. It was Mad Max, Road Warrior, then Thunderdome.
Oh yeah, I got to mix up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
they were
dog,
good though, bro, man.
But dog, Fury Road was man, that shit was
dude
upstairs.
With the electric. Seeing that in theaters, dude with the electric guitar.
That shit was
crazy.
Fire
shooting out, seeing that on the big screen, I was like, "Damn, bro."
Yeah, but like, I want to see Furiosa. I know it's gonna be great, but I think that movie has to make some money too. They gotta.
Oh yeah.
They gotta hit.
They're expecting it to make.
They got it. Oh,
hey, what's up, guys? What's up?
My man, live from Area 51, bro. Yo, what's up with that mic, bro?
What up? What's up with it?
Yo, hold up, man. Listen, the audio coming off of that mic, that shit is like studio quality, bro. I feel I feel like
the mic that I've been using for a minute.
Yo, that shit coming through crispy, like we listening to NPR right now, man.
Oh yeah.
That shit coming through crispy, dog.
Well, I had it far away last time when I was on the podcast with you guys. So now that it's closer, I guess it sounds a lot clearer.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. So let me see where we at here. I think we an hour in. I think we can run it. We can run it for probably about another hour and a half, man. You know
that's good enough, man. An hour is good enough for me. I just wanted to pop in and support, you know.
Yeah. So before you jumped in here, man, we were just chopping it up on a couple things here, bro. We like one of the things D Smith brought up was Tokyo Drift, man. That shit.
Yeah, I did listen while I was setting up. I was overhearing you guys' conversation about what's upstairs and stuff. You know, kind of the most slept on sequels that's out there. You know.
You fuck with Tokyo Drift?
Tokyo Drift, man. Like when I first saw it, man, I was like, all right, man, y'all gone a little cheesy and stuff like that. But it was a sleeper. It grew on me, you know. Because I still mess with the Japanese culture. I mean, that's just. I mean, Fast and Furious is an adoption of a car culture in general, from start and stuff, you know. And I still believe that it's still an adoption of car culture. It's just now artillery, you know.
hold up, bro. Because what was the joint that Paul Walker was driving? That was a Nissan Skylark.
Oh yeah, he had a Nissan Skyline.
Skyline, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've only met one person that actually drove one of those, man.
Bro, a month ago I saw one on the highway, just sitting there, and I was so jealous. I'll be like, man, if I had a tow,
yeah,
I picked that puppy up. It was a 95, a sweet black 95 one,
right,
just sitting on the side of the road out here in Texas. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, hey, look, they bought them cars out in Texas, right?
Yeah, I was in McAllen for a car show. Car culture over there rolls deep. I think it's deeper than California, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I'm the same.
So
different cars. No, what it is, different cars.
So back to what I was saying before O jumped in. I think if you look at the slate of movies that are coming out this year, man, it's a lot of it's a lot of high octane shit appealing to a certain demographic that's coming out this year. We got Deadpool, we got the Joker. I think there's a movie called The Bike Riders. We got the fucking Crow remake that nobody's going to watch. I think the Ballerina comes out this year, but I can see that getting pushed back. The Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff might not come out this year.
We'll see.
But there's a lot of.
I feel like he'll still come out. I think there's room for it.
I mean, they got a cameo from Keanu Reeves in there. That's confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you look at what's coming out this year, it's a lot of edgy shit coming out this year, bro. A whole lot of edgy type shit coming out this year to kind of balance out with what we got last year. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about that? Am I reaching? Are the studios looking for their anti-Barbie this year? Is this the revenge of the marksman in 2024?
I mean, look at the results of Magical Negroes. Trying to go edgy and stuff. I mean, I don't know if this is a genre or an era where movie studios are trying to go woke and feel like that they're with the crowd and they're with the people and stuff like that, and they understand references and they understand assignments and stuff. But possibly it might be that move for them and stuff, you know, and they're taking chances on things and try to make that impact. As I've mentioned in the previous podcast before, that there's a couple of films, especially that was actually mentioned at the Oscars and stuff like that, that I had never given a chance except for Poor Things. And you know how like Emma Stone walked out with that Oscar, you know.
And that movie was nuts.
It's nuts. I'm like, yo, where are we going with this movie?
Right.
At first, I was like, where are we going with this movie? And then I guess it made sense.
Right.
But there's other movies out there that's pushing the limits, like Oppenheimer pushed that limits. Like we open up a wound that we try to keep in the past, but we keep opening up wounds.
So D Smith, what you think, man? What's your take on what's your take on the revenge of the marksman, bro? What's your take on this, man?
Pendulum has to swing back eventually. So
right.
It's just swinging way faster than I expected. And with a much heavier slate than I was expecting was going to happen.
Right. Like, bro, did you see the trailer for The Crow? Did y'all see that shit, man? I mean, oh my God. Speak.
Dude, with all the dang tattoos too.
Speaking of ass.
What was the meme? I think you posted, where he said Joker and Crow should go bowling. To get together and go bowling.
Yeah. I mean, the best part of that trailer was old girl's booty cheeks in the trailer. That was the best part of that whole trailer, bro. There's another movie that's coming out. I mean, Planet of the Apes is a little, that's gonna go under the radar. Kong versus Godzilla, like those are more family catered type movies, and those dropped early in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Ghostbusters was a flop. Family movie. Magical Negroes was a flop. Genre movie. What family movies are on the slate this year that are actually gonna that are gonna make some money? I don't see
Inside
it.
Out 2.
Say what?
Inside Out 2. I think it's coming out.
Oh yeah, that does drop this year.
That's it.
June.
I mean, we got Sonic.
If is
Beetlejuice, I guess, would you qualify as that family?
Nope. Nah, Beetlejuice is a little edgy. That was edgy back in the 80s. Beetlejuice ain't no family movie, dog.
I think it's a family movie.
Nah,
it's an alternative family movie.
I think that I feel okay. Bro, come on, let's keep this a buck, bro. Let's keep this.
I watched it with my family, bro. So
you seen it as a kid, Uncle Jack. Come on now.
I did, but Beetlejuice ain't no family movie, dog. They didn't make that shit.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, I watched it as a kid with family.
Right, but you watched it. Okay, did you watch the Beetlejuice movie before or after you saw the cartoon on Nickelodeon?
Before.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all got me on that one. Because they branded Beetlejuice after it was a hit. But I don't think Beetlejuice was a family movie. Though.
But you know, like movie studios do that when families start seeing like impact from families and stuff like that, they try to tone it down. So when we've seen this with Dr. Dolittle, it was an edgy ass pet film that was dialed down where they removed all the cussing, you know.
Right, you're right.
So anytime that there's a family that sees something, you know, they're gonna try to dial it down for the kids' appreciation. Like it's kind of how Ninja Turtles started the first movie. Like Raphael was saying damn all about the movie, you know. Right. Now they had to tone that shit down.
Right. And then in the second movie, they didn't even get to use weapons. You're right.
Nah.
You're right. But like I think Beetlejuice is the tweener. It's the tweener. That's a movie that you take your teenage daughter to see, bro. Respectfully. But other than that, what else was coming out this year that are like family movies? I can't think.
Isn't there a Spider-Man Miles Morales?
No.
That got pushed. That was supposed to be this year, right?
That would have been nice if it was, but I understand the amount of work that went into that. Give it time.
Beetlejuice.
Everybody.
I mean, yeah, hey. But is that I mean, look, with the level of humor that they're gonna go for, all right, look, it ain't gonna be as edgy as the first one. It can't be. It ain't gonna be as edgy as the joint.
No, I argue it could be edgier now. Come on, we were just talking about that, bro. We were just, you just said it yourself.
I don't know. The reason why I would agree is because
this ain't the 80s no more.
Pepe Le Pew from Space Jam.
This ain't the 80s. Yeah. Wow, they took Pepe out of Space Jam.
Moved his ass. They canceled him.
Oh shit. This ain't the 80s.
By that logic, I agree.
Yeah, this ain't the 80s. I mean, I'm really trying to think on this, bro. And a lot of these joints got to make money, man. I think, they gotta make some money. But more importantly, the audience that these movies are made for, they gotta show up. Like, who the fuck is going to see Crow, bro? I really want to know who's going to see that.
Should have went straight to Netflix.
Post Malone.
Yo, one of the comments.
Post Malone, go see it.
One of the comments under the trailer said this version of Crow would be a guy that got killed in the first Crow by the real Crow.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Thirsty Jack says new Crow looks pretty dope. Nah, brother, that don't work for me, bro.
Trolling.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Nah. You trolling.
Thirsty Jack. I can't do it, bro.
Stop trolling.
I can't get down with that one, man. I can't get with that.
Ain't nobody fucking with that shit.
You know what I mean? I maintain that that's Deadpool plus John Wick plus Xanax. And would it look? I mean, yo, you know what? Hey, you know what would be fire though? If they brought it back the right way, a rated R version of The Mask would be fire.
I don't want that.
That would be fire, bro.
We already discussed the TikTok thing, bro. Like, no, I don't need, especially because they would aim for the comics, bro. I know they would aim more for the comics, and the comics get bad. Like,
okay, if we could get Jim Carrey,
close to the boys, bad.
If you could get Jim Carrey to come back one more time to do whatever he wanted to do as The Mask, you ain't pulling up.
If we lived in a different time period,
if it was 96,
if it was still 96, then maybe.
If it was still 96, we ain't fucking with that. Oh, you're not fucking with that?
No, I'm good.
The way Jim Carrey is right now, no. Like before what he was dealing with, what he was dealing with right now, as we speak, then yeah, but no.
Damn.
Especially with Jim, because he has creative control. Like it's in his contract when he signs for these movie deals.
Right. So you wouldn't want him to cut loose one last time.
I don't think he will.
Damn. All right. I think y'all right. Y'all probably right. But it would be dope if they could do like an anthology type thing with the mask, like maybe
TV show.
Where every other episode somebody like
two. That would be like the comics. Then we do 2 episodes. One person holds the mask.
That'd be dope.
Pass the mask around.
That'd be dope, right?
How people do.
I think that'd be dope.
Yeah. Again, if we didn't, I would say yes if we didn't live in the time we do.
That's fair. And speaking of that, I know as far as family joints go, I know Sonic 3 is coming out in December. I'm looking forward to that.
Keanu Reeves is now playing.
I'm watching it.
And they got him to come, and they got Jim Carrey to come back. Jim Carrey is like Adam Copeland; he can do anything. That's a fair comparison. Like that's dope. I think that's cool that they got Keanu Reeves to play, and I don't even like Shadow the Hedgehog, but it's cool.
I don't, but imagine him coming out of that voice. He now got just a little bit cooler.
It makes sense.
They're probably gonna do it like the video.
Right.
He gets his own movie like the video.
It makes sense that Keanu Reeves, like John Wick, makes sense being Shadow the Hedgehog. But it's cool that they got Jim Carrey to come back. And I think that when it's all said and done, like Mario Brothers made the most money for the first time of any movie video game franchise. But I think the Sonic the Hedgehog movies are gonna end up like being like the benchmark, I think, as far as trilogies go, because every one of those movies made money, and I think every one of those movies kind of accomplished what they were looking to accomplish. Because the first Sonic movie was a lot better than I thought it would be.
Same here.
Whole lot better than I thought it would be.
And I was like, wow, man, this was actually good.
Right.
I mean, the reason
it was actually good.
The reason why these people, these movie studios got lucky with me watching these in theaters, because it just happened to be on my birthday. So I was like, why not watch one of these damn movies on my birthday?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like Sonic came out, the first Sonic movie came out on my birthday, and Super Mario came out on my birthday. I was like, why not? You know?
Okay. But so, which one was better?
Sonic or Mario?
Which one was better?
Story appeal, man, it goes to Sonic, but just for mass appeal goes to Mario.
Right. The masses turned up for Super Mario, but I feel like Jim Carrey was in his bag. He showed people some shit in that first Sonic movie. Jim Carrey restored the feeling. He was like, yeah, this is my shit right here.
He stole. It's basically the Dr. Robotnik movie.
Right. Hell yeah.
It's not Sonic the Hedgehog. So
with the third one coming out around Christmas, I want to see that movie make some money too. I hope that third Sonic movie cleans up, because so far they're trending and making more money each time they do it. Because we need, as video game fans and fans of movies, we need to be able to point to a trilogy that was successful but also watchable. And I hope that they get it right with Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I really hope they get that right.
I got a two-part question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Sonic did pretty well. Nintendo did pretty well.
Yep.
Being cinematic. I think they're finally doing it right. So the two-part question is that what do y'all think about Golden Axe coming in as a series? And second question is, do you think video game movies and series are finally pushing the limit? Because Fallout, that surprised me.
Oh, you already watched it?
I watched it.
Damn. I gotta catch that.
It's getting people right back into that, because Fallout was falling apart until everybody started coming right back to Fallout.
76.
They probably got some new fans, bro, that never picked up.
They did. They did. They got me as a fan. I'm finna get my ass into Fallout.
B. Smith, you want to answer the question first?
Oh, most definitely. Golden Axe needs to be a Saturday morning cartoon. Golden Axe needs to be a Saturday morning cartoon. Go to Amazon, go to Netflix, make it happen. As far as properties, we knew this was coming. We predicted this already. I just hope we get really,
I said 2020.
I just hope that we get really good adaptations. I really, and I know y'all know that this isn't possible, but I'm just gonna put it out there. I need them to do one, a Need for Speed movie. Two,
another one.
Yes. Two, I need them to do Resident Evil good. We start over again and do Resident Evil. I want at least the first 4 games.
They tried that.
Give me the first 4 games. Perfect. Oh, and Veronica. If they can give me the 4 games in Veronica, I will shut up and sit down and eat it. It's just good.
Yeah, I'm about to show my age.
How hard is the first one? Rent out a mansion.
Hold up.
Put on some tacky clothes.
D. Smith.
Do the cheesy dialogue. Keep the cheesy dialogue in.
D. Smith, you killing me. You killing me, bro. They did that in 2020.
I know. Bro.
They did that.
I know it, but damn it. I want my steak cooked right.
They did that shit with 2 weeks of promo and Donovan and Squeege. I don't know, if you went to see that, but I know Donovan and Squeege went to see that shit, and they said that shit was ass. Like, they actually did Resident Evil 1, and that shit was trash. 0 through 9 real live films, and none of them was. I don't know. I've never seen any of them, but
I'm not gonna watch them.
Have you ever even watched the CG versions of Resident Evil?
No, man. I refuse.
Why? I mean, I hear those was more accurate though. I hear that those were actually like were better in terms of quality and accuracy to the video game because they tried. Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna say, but see, to me, like the story ends after 4, in my eyes. Like it goes downhill after 4. Like the first 4 and Veronica, that's it. Anything after that, I do not give a damn about. Burn that bridge to hell.
Right? Because I mean, look. I think that they've squeezed all of the juice out of Resident Evil right now. They did a Netflix series that wasn't very good. I want to say there was another joint that was on Stars, but can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. But so to answer your question,
coming out from a different source. This is different now.
Oh, all right, I got you. So to answer your question, man said Resident Evil Vendetta is the effing goal. Okay.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I think that video game adaptations are in good hands now because they're being handled by people who take them seriously. Like back in the day, we said this when Justin was on here, like 20 years ago, you would just get a cookie cutter version of another movie that would just be titled after a video game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember Hitman, the first one?
Yes.
It's a good bad movie, but all that is the transporter. The first Hitman is just the transporter.
Oh wait, no, we re-scoped in his head
with a barcode on the back of his head and more blood or whatever. I love Max Payne. I'm a super Max Payne. Max Payne is my shit.
Bro, how did you fuck that up?
Okay,
but how did you fuck Max Payne?
I'm gonna tell you how they fucked it up. They fucked it up by making a movie about the Punisher and just calling it Max Payne.
And adding demons.
Right? There's so many other examples of that to where the way that the studios looked at it back in the day, because the video game audience weren't the people who were going to see the movies. Now, they're being handled by people who at least care about the material enough to adapt it in a way that appeals to the people who played the video games. I did not like The Last of Us, but I know that people who enjoyed that game enjoyed that TV show. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean? With Fallout, I gotta watch Fallout, bro.
Do yourself a favor, man. Give Fallout a chance.
The Witcher. Season 1 of The Witcher was so fucking fire, bro. I still got to get through season 2, but The Witcher was fucking perfect. And I've never played that game before. It's time right now, dog. But Need for Speed ain't happening, D. Smith.
No, I know.
Did we do a wish list a long time ago?
I wish.
And wait, hold on. One last thing. Oh, I'll say this, though. That Borderlands movie is... No, get that shit out of here. Did you see the trailer? You seen the trailer for that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Biting off of James Gunn.
Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here.
Biting off of James Gunn like 100%. Just copied off his homework, man.
The Last of Us got lucky because of motion support by non-gamers. Hey, you're right. I don't disagree, but I know that people liked it. I know that people enjoyed that show. But let's get to the wish list. Let's get to it, man.
No, the question was, man, didn't we talk about a video game to cinematic or movie wish list? Did we have that conversation at a previous podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought we did too.
Oh, okay. Hey, we might have, but I mean, at this point, the sky's the limit, bro. The only thing that I want to see, I would love to see BioShock as a streaming series. I'd love to see that. That'd be dope. I would like to see Mass Effect. Nah. I like Mass Effect, but we don't need that.
I would like to see Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, you already got
set in a different city. Grand Theft Auto set in a different city.
I'm gonna throw this out here. Everything from PlayStation, man. I know God of War is gonna do it.
Call of Duty.
I know. You definitely know that. Ghost of Tsushima is gonna do it. I don't know if y'all heard about it or play that game, but it's an upstairs game. I could tell that at some point that we might get Zero Horizon Dawn into a movie. At some point, it's gonna happen. There's a couple of things. No, the only thing that was disappointed was Uncharted.
Yeah, that was mid. Uncharted was it was disrespectful.
That was disrespectful.
Damn. I just couldn't buy Tom Holland.
It was disrespectful. I mean, he was Spider-Man. He was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like you ain't gonna sit up here and tell me I'm Nathan Drake. Sit the fuck down.
You're Peter Parker. You're not Nathan Drake.
Right. Go sit down somewhere.
I mean, Uncharted was mid. Uncharted was. I mean, I put that in the same category as the 2018 Tomb Raider movie. The two of them joints are like right here.
Yeah.
And actually, that Tomb Raider movie might be better than Uncharted. That might have been better because Lara Croft was getting her ass whooped through that whole movie and was there for some smoke. Like, how much smoke was Tom Holland really catching as Nathan Drake, bro? Whose ass did he whoop?
Damn.
Who got their ass whooped by Nathan Drake in Uncharted? If he's not in a Spider-Man costume, respectfully, can you believe that he's whooping somebody's ass?
I mean, without CG.
So yeah, Uncharted wasn't all that, but I mean, it'd be cool if they did a sequel though.
I mean, look, the reason why I said Sony's properties because Gran Turismo, I was surprised.
That was good. That was good.
It was not. It was definitely a movie not about the damn game at all. It was about the lifestyles at all, which is that hit home. I was like, all right, this is something. I see what Sony is doing. They're capable of telling a story. So that's the reason why I said I have no doubt in my mind that everything else that PlayStation has dropped is going to end up becoming a cinematic movie at some point. Because they're able to go ahead and draw those stories out very well in the video game. And all you got to do is turn it into a series or turn it into a movie. Sony's back in business, man. What did they do? They're doing a partnership with Paramount.
Well, hey, D. Smith, you mentioned that earlier about Sony fucking with their video games. I didn't even put that together. You're right.
Yeah, bro. Another branch to pull from. Just another branch to just pull from now.
They grew that tree. Why not pick that plant?
Right.
Based on a true story, great story.
Yeah.
So
bro, the guy played his own stunts. The guy that is based off of did his own stunts.
That's dope. That's what's up, man.
That's great right there.
So let me ask you this question, right? As a seasoned RPG gamer, right? If there was one Final Fantasy game to adapt into a live action movie, which one would it be? There's just one. You only get one. You only get one.
To a live action?
Yep, you only get one, bro.
That's hard.
Hot seat. Let's go.
Because I mean, obviously, I'm gonna talk about the ones I spent the most time on and stuff like that. And besides 7, it was 8 and 9.
Okay.
Of course, I beat 10, but I didn't like it.
You don't like 10?
I don't like 10. It's corny as fuck. Fucking the whole damn the antagonist. I mean, the protagonist has daddy issues. Man, get the fuck out of here.
I'm glad Majin ain't here, bro.
I'm sorry, but
hey,
fuck out of here. I just pick one. Oh, you gotta pick one, man. Gotta pick one.
I'm gonna go with 8 because the reason why is that I feel like that it could be done very well cinematically to tell its story.
Okay. With the cast and with everything like that, right?
Because I think they'll capture Japanese hardcore and they'll capture American hardcore and possibly international, because Final Fantasy is such a big name, and Final Fantasy 7 is already a big name, but it's actually drawn. I mean, Square Enix is draining the hell out of that, that pond.
Right.
So the next thing over is going into cinematics is trying to get into their other properties, because Square Enix can easily pull from that Final Fantasy pool all day. They can pull 13, they can put 12, they can put 14. I mean, 16 I've heard has actually been doing pretty well too, and it's just like, okay, well, Square Enix, I guess there goes my fantasy of having Parasite Eve movie or a remake.
That's too underground. But with 8, with 8, because I'm not a Final Fantasy player, but I know that 8 looked realistic.
Yeah,
as realistic as they could make it look for PlayStation 1. That's what 8 was, because 9 kind of got back to the way that it was as far as the visuals on Nintendo. But 8 looks like it could be made into a movie because of the way that they designed that game, right?
Yeah.
Wait, is 8 the one with the guy with the gun sword, or is that 9?
Yeah, the gunblade, yeah.
That's an 8 or 9?
That's an 8, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking of the same one too, because I was like, is that the one I'm thinking of, or is it the cutesy one?
Yeah, with Squall as the main character and stuff. I think cinematically it could be done in a movie or a series and pick up on review. I mean, it's gonna pick up. That could be something that Square Enix be like, okay, I grew Final Fantasy 7. Let's grow another Final Fantasy.
Right.
And 8 and 9 are probably the ones to pick from.
Right, and it's like it's retro enough for people who are in this age group to remember playing it, and then going to actually want to play it. That's dope. I knew I had to ask you that, bro. I put you on the hot seat, man.
That was tough, man. And
I had to put you on the hot seat.
As for the gamers that's out there and stuff like that, I mean, I didn't really get into. I mean, I'm gonna be one of the people that says I really didn't get into Final Fantasy until like the PlayStation era and stuff, But there's a couple other Final Fantasies the prequel eras and stuff. There's gonna be like, no, this would have been a great movie if it was done as. I was like, I didn't spend too much in the NES and Super NES days on that shit,
So you remember that whack ass CG movie that had
nothing to do. Everybody was hyped for it, and when that shit flopped,
it had nothing to do with Final Fantasy.
Oh, you mean the first one, right?
Yeah.
with that trailer, everyone lost their shit over it, but then nothing happened.
But let me throw this at y'all. What if they rebooted that into a real, like a live action cinematic? Would y'all give it a chance?
Nah, bro. I mean, I don't know. Like, again, I'm not a gamer for Final Fantasy, but I know for a fact that movie had nothing to do with the games.
No, it didn't.
Hollywood said, all right, Final Fantasy, the spirits within. Okay.
They gave it the Super Mario Bros. Treatment. That's what they gave it.
Dang, you ain't wrong.
We're not going to follow the story of Super Mario. We're going to make our own Super Mario with Hollywood money.
Damn.
Fan film that shit.
Because what I don't understand is, like, who thought that was a good idea?
Would you guys give it a chance if it didn't have the Final Fantasy name?
I mean, sure.
Right. It would be something totally different.
Because it
would have been a great movie on its own without the Final Fantasy name.
A great movie?
I don't know about that.
The reason why I would say great, because at that time technology was building up on our CG. Yeah. So that's the reason why I thought it was good at its time, but just seeing CG advance to almost live looking, commodities is like, oh shit, this is groundbreaking type shit. I guess that was just the nerd in me, I guess. I was like, damn, this is groundbreaking. Look at graphics.
All right,
because we came from Mortal Kombat era, man. You remember the damn CG at that time,
right? No, you were, because looking at this, just pulling this up on my phone, this was some pretty impressive CGI.
2001, yeah.
For 2001.
That was there like a really good PS2
right
cutscenes.
But why is this called? But why is this called Final Fantasy though?
Well, let me ask you this though, like, I mean, what was the movie that pretty much, you know, put you over the top? Like, damn, man, movies are looking realistic, like too fucking life, like the surrealism of like, damn, I can't believe that's actually a real, like, you know, artificially created. Well, not artificially created, but like somebody really in there graphic designing that whole entire shit, you know.
I mean, I think the dinosaurs movie that Disney Pixar put out was pretty solid. That I enjoyed that one, even though it was sad as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? even though that movie was depressing, even though that shit was depressing like a motherfucker, but like, I mean, I'm not a fan of CG that looks too realistic anyway.
Whoa, really?
I'm not really a fan of that, bro. Like, to me, like the Lion King, right? That just looked like National Geographic to me.
Pretty much.
I mean, that was kind of the aim though for live action though, right?
Say what?
The live action, right? Like,
yeah.
So you know, that was almost like the wow factor of like, damn, man, this looking too damn real.
Yeah, I didn't really dig that. You know what I'm saying? I like. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just keep it old school. I liked when I feel like there's more that can be done with CG when you don't try to make it too realistic. Right. That's how I feel. Like, even with video game graphics and all of that stuff there, it's nice that they have what they can do with them, but I still like when I know that I'm playing a video game.
Right.
That's just me, though. That's just me. I'm not a graphics head.
I've just discovered something new out of you.
I'm not a graphics head, though. I'm not really a graphics head.
You too, D. Smith?
No. I'm gonna answer the question, but from a video game perspective, I still remember when I played Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, and looking on how crisp and clear when you were on that. I think it's the second mission. The ice mission, and you're on the mountain with the was it Price? It might have been Price.
I think I know what you're talking about.
The beard and the snow and the frost on them, and it looks crystal clear. But that was like 360 era.
Yeah.
After that, like that's where graphics peaked enough that I stopped caring, because there was stuff that was good. Like Horizon was like the second time. After that, I was like, man, you can see the textures and all that. After 20 minutes, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool for the opening shot, like a movie. But after that, I don't give a shit. As long as it looks good.
After 20 minutes.
You guys grew up on an era where we start seeing the transition of cartoon characters becoming more lifelike and looking.
Yeah. I grew up when 3D was pixelated, and it didn't bother me as much.
Like, no,
but when I look at it now, it's like, ooh.
It was rough.
Yo,
that looks rough. Clean textures.
Because y'all are right. Like, I was talking to somebody a little while back, and he told me, man, I can't watch a movie that's like older than 2005.
Why?
I can't.
Damn, bro.
I can't watch a movie.
That is limiting yourself for real.
Right.
I understand like the 70s, or no, I say the 60s and under. But come on, dog.
That's what he was saying, bro. He said, I can't. It bothers me to watch a movie that's older than like 12 years ago. It bothers me. I can't.
That's stupid logic, but okay.
I'm like, yo,
very stupid.
And I'm like, I respect it, but it's like, dog, you really missing out right now. If that's how you feel, the visuals just take me out of what it is that I'm watching. I'm like, dog, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so are we going to be the type of people that's going to carry that memory vault of movies from the 80s and 90s with us and be like, Y'all kids need to see some good ass movies. Y'all keep talking about.
Bro, I showed my two nephews. I had a Super Nintendo, like a mini. I put Super Mario Brothers on All Stars and let them play it. And they sitting up here playing with the controllers. They go, man, this is old. Like, and it's what you told me the other day, Uncle Jack. They look at our stuff, the 80s and 90s, as being like this, like we did the 60s, and just it's like it's primitive to them.
Yeah,
and to an extent, especially watching old television, it is, but that's part of the charm. But
okay, but all right. So just back to the original thing here.
Rails there for a minute.
But no, and I agree with what you said. I don't mind graphics that are realistic. I don't mind that, but I just don't want it to get to the point where I don't enjoy playing the game anymore.
Exactly.
Like that's what I'm saying. Oh. Like,
I was saying what?
All right.
No, I just had it like a calculator, like that me moment. Like, what did you just say?
Nah, so like what I'm saying, bro. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Okay, Metal Gear Solid 5, the last joint Kojima put out. Graphically, that's the best looking game that they ever made, but they didn't push it too far to where you forgot you were playing a video game. Like within that's what I'm saying. I still like to enjoy playing the video game. If I want to watch something that looks realistic, I'll just get on YouTube and YouTube some real shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need that out of my video games, dog.
Right.
I don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I feel you. I'm not knocking you, bro. I'm just trying to understand where we come from.
Shit, like,
all right, I feel you.
That's why I think the reason, oh shit, like like the reason why the PS2 up to the 360 was the best era ever is because our suspension of disbelief was still there, bro. Like we still was able to use our imagination with some of that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
I played the 360.
I mean, but the thing is like, when I was looking at the evolution of graphics at the time, I was like, what the fuck is really going on? Like, it's getting too realistic,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm trying to understand the logic as to what is the purpose of this art to try to create everything to look so goddamn realistic. It just makes no sense,
Oh,
but
I have something to send you later.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna just grab some water real quick.
But yeah, every time they kept on, bridging the gap of reality and virtual and stuff like that, I'm like, all right, this is crazy. I mean, I think there was one time where I was watching one of the Avengers movies or something like that, where they had a young Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
just like they almost did with Gemini with Will Smith. He had a young version of him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what are we trying to do here? What are we trying to accomplish here? Like
it's always to show you that the specs are like, look, man. Every time we get better with these things, we gotta have the newest high tech looking thing, and I think that's what it's about. It's about getting as close to reality and to the real thing as possible, to either amaze you or immerse you in it, or to make you think that it's real.
I guess to be like to try to create something, like I said, it's existing of this story, because like basically that's what movies are and stuff, like a scenario if this were to happen,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's why I was actually like, damn, man, like this is. I guess when I picked up on Final Fantasy Spirits Within, that's why I was like, damn, we're getting there,
Mm-hmm.
Because that was groundbreaking at that time when I was growing up, and then now it's like now it's cheesy as fuck. I gotta see what you guys are talking about. I was like, damn, Final Fantasy Spirits Within is trash.
But yeah, we come a long way. We come a long way with the graphics, and I think we'll see how virtual reality goes, because that's the only other step at this point. And we'll see how long we got before that gets really good.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm just seeing what VR ready is as it's now. Like, I think I gave this shit called like VR chat, and people are really a community over there. You know, it's like, damn, people are like living a lifestyle with virtual character, and I said, man, this is meta advanced right here. You know.
Oh, how many of them people are anime chicks?
What the fuck?
How many of them people are anime chicks?
Me and my girl, we played it together.
It's 80%.
I mean, every time we see an anime chick come out there and you hear a guy voice, that's like, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here.
And with that, Uncle Jack, what do we got?
Oh man, the Phantom.
Hey, my dog.
Phantom Rising.
Hang the drums from the motherland.
All right, so we going 2.5 hours tonight, man. We hit 1:40. We just hit 1:45. We'll push it. We'll push it to. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, we good. It's 9 o'clock Central Time right now.
Okay. Yes, niggas. CSTS niggas.
It's 9 o'clock Central Time right now.
Fuck you East Coast motherfuckers.
I think we could ride this out.
Eating Yankee motherfuckers.
I mean, look, we're not gonna get into Florida. I mean, Florida is on East Coast time, right? So that makes it the East Coast.
That's true.
Yeah, what is the funniest comparisons do you have like within your coast and stuff, you know? Like, where you from, you know? Like, I remember when I was going down to California and shit, like I always get poked like fun at for being from the East Coast and stuff. Like, oh yeah, East Coast people be doing that shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? We East Coast motherfuckers do what?
Whoa. Who got the Nokia?
It's funny because I feel like even the South is considered its own thing.
Right.
That's a whole other thing besides the East. Like,
right. I mean, the South and the North is draw comparison completely different. Yeah, it's a different culture.
Oh, that's funny. No, but it's crazy, Charles. Being down in Florida, it's like you got the part of Florida that's the South, and then you got the part of Florida that's just Florida, bro. Florida is probably the most unique place in the United States, bro.
It is.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
For real. Probably one of the most unique place. You'll see a little bit of everything down there.
Right. I feel like maybe Cali's kind of like that because it's so big. Maybe I don't know. I've only been there like for a short period.
They have a different culture out there, for real.
Shit. I mean,
they
I don't know.
Be fucking around with me over there in California.
Yeah. Orion, you would get banned from California, bro. you would straight up get banned from California, dog.
I think I handled it pretty well. I was out there for months out there and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But we about to be in California again.
All right, so I'll open this up to what me and D Smith was kind of chopping it up about.
Oh yeah, because I'm on Charles.
Go ahead, D Smith. You got it, brother.
My bad. Charles, what do you think? Two questions. Do you think IP? There's so much of it now. I'm glad O's here too. There's so much of it now. They can afford to give it away. And what do you think about Sony buying Paramount? And how much does Paramount really, outside of 20 properties? How much is Paramount really worth?
And your first question was which IP?
Oh, my bad. No, just IP in general. We're at a point where we're so saturated with IP, we can afford to give some away that are lower end or at the bottom of the stairs.
Who's we?
Hey! You
we like the studios? Or
you know what the fuck I missed.
The Staler shit, we should just give up on it, right?
Staler. No. I said lesser known properties that aren't. For example, Ghostbusters. Is Ghostbusters really valued outside of merchandise? Is it really valued worth what it is 30 years ago now?
I mean, I don't think it's worth what it is. So when you say we should give it away, you're talking about the studios?
Yeah. The idea of lesser. Do you think they will give up? What I'm saying is,
nah.
Do you think? Okay.
They don't believe money, man. Cheddar.
But even at a point now where there's so much of it, they see that there is no money to be made off of it. You don't think they would? You don't see themselves giving it away because there's so many other things. I'm talking about lesser known, ain't making no money. The shit is on Tubi any damn way. We just hoping that you watch it more than anything to get clicks.
I can't wait till that becomes like an official scale for marketing. Like it's on Tubi now, guys. Like
that's the end. That's the end for the yep.
Now on Tubi. Somebody will watch it.
They've been milking Ghostbusters for it. Someone said something pretty wild. Someone said Ghostbusters been riding the wave of one good film for like 40.
Yep.
Like the first Ghostbusters was really good, and then it was just like it kind of teetered along for the past 1982. So 40 years.
That's a good teeter.
That's rough. So nah, they're gonna milk it. They'll remake it as a cartoon. I mean, the cartoon was bad at 90s Ghostbusters.
People that saw it swore by it, from what I hear. But part of me thinks it's just the nostalgia talk.
I mean, we were spoiled, man. All of the 90s cartoons, for the most part, were legit. Like, it didn't put trash in our face, man.
Hell no. Hell no.
Mediocre was not allowed.
It was not allowed.
And it didn't stay. And if it was, it didn't stay that long.
Even like just a throwaway show was like Jackie Chan had a show, and it was just like, legit. Like, no reason why Jackie Chan got a cartoon.
He ain't even voicing. He got somebody else voicing Jackie Chan.
And it was legit. So we were spoiled. Don't ever give it up. Indies and us in the indie space, I feel like we should definitely refine our IP to the best ones and just consolidate. But nobody wants to hear that shit. But nah, don't ever get up, man. That's money. That's money. Money.
Okay, even if it becomes worthless like dog shit when you're giving it away on YouTube for nothing, like G.I. Joe and the old.
I mean, G.I. Joe and Transformers are having a collab next year.
Yeah, but they're having to pivot to survive.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
And who's to say if that's going to do well?
If there was,
I'm hoping that it does, but who's to say?
Because that's unprecedented that they just be like, "Oh, hey, public domain, nigga, what?"
Please take it, take it, please.
But I do agree with D. Smith, though, man. Like, what the point he's trying to come across, it's like, what happens when an IP is just completely dog shit, stuff like that. Case in point. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers?
Oh yeah.
That IPs went dog. That IP went dog shit now.
Oh shit! Oh,
they're doing all the comics and shit now.
Hey!
As soon as I said Power Rangers, guess who comes in?
Hey, right. The minute he says Power Rangers, he already on it. Like right on right.
Like he knew when I said Power Rangers.
It's morphin' time.
What up, guys? What up?
The Hawaiian Ranger.
Aloha time.
Maui time. You're welcome.
It's morphin' time.
Oh shit! Oh man!
Oh, man.
Hey,
What's up, y'all?
What's good, bro? Where you at, man? Where you at, bro?
I'm just walking around the apartment. I'm just kind of get some fresh hooked.
Dion owns Orlando, bro. He owns Orlando.
With that shirt, he do.
He earned Orlando, man.
Damn.
Hold on.
I'll see the moon like orange right now.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know if you want to be out there, bro. If the moon is orange in Florida,
I
mean,
yeah. Get inside.
That's that bath salts.
I'm about to say it starts activating.
For real, bro.
About to start going rabid.
Listen, to get them vampires off, you need bullets with bath salt tips, bro.
Yeah, man. Call up on Hasha Ali to rewrite that movie again.
Start loading no guns, shooting fentanyl at people. Get away.
Well, hold on. So Donovan, you caught any of what D. Smith was asking? You caught any of that?
I heard Ghostbusters and like nostalgia.
But no, so D Smith was talking about the convo that we started off with was IPs in the public domain, and when an IP is no longer valuable, should it just be out there in the ether to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it?
Shit, I kind of agree with it. I kind of agree. Like if no one's touching that shit, and it's been like years, put it out there.
That'd be
the bag.
That'd be amazing.
I think what I was saying.
Access
Power Rangers.
Look, the fans, like Orion said, the fans are doing it better than the pros.
Facts.
You know, fans are doing it better than the pros with some of this stuff. Like it ain't that hard. Like you think, like how these guys not think to do this? It's like, but they don't think to do it. So, I agree, D Smith on that.
So is that kind of happening? So like Boom has those Power Rangers comics, licensing it, kind of. Is that like kind of what they're doing?
Yeah, those are licensed out.
Those are like licensed. So like, would you want the original owners to still get paid?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like
if it hasn't, like me and Uncle Jack talked about this too, about public, like, because Mickey Mouse is in the public domain now, old school Mickey Mouse. So
they were suing them. People were making shit and they were suing them. Still,
even though it's in public domain.
I don't know. Does anyone know how this works? Because like
not entirely. But anyway, I was thinking from the standpoint of, when they were originally written back in the day, people knew that the owners weren't going to live that long, and we weren't used to having big companies shoot. No one thought this shit would last that long, and fairly enough, it shouldn't. I do believe that they should, after 100 years, it should be public domain. You shouldn't be allowed to make money for it forever. Hold on, Uncle Jack. I see your face, but I do think the family should get some form of revenue off of that for life. So, maybe depending on how well the family does, the amount will decrease every 50 years or so, or something.
Decrease. So
yes, Uncle Jack. I know where you're coming from. I just don't want motherfuckers mooching off the shit forever. That's what I'm saying.
So that's the D Smith, like so. Let's use Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse, they dry that, they dry the fuck, they beat it to death. And then you come through with a dope concept on Mickey Mouse, they're gonna want that back.
That's why the family will make money off of it.
They'll make money, but they're gonna want that back. They want all that back.
But why should I give them back my good work?
So why would they give it to you in the first place?
Would your good work exist without?
They're gonna want that back. I'm a big proponent of
and see that's the problem with people. That's the problem. That's the problem.
It is absolutely.
Because isn't that just the frog and the snake scenario in a way?
Frog and the snake.
Wait, frog and the scorpion?
Oh, scorpion. That's what it
is. That's even, now I'm even more confused. What's the frog and the scorpion?
Oh. One cannot exist without the other, helping each other out.
Okay. I can see that.
That's what it means, basically.
I'm a big proponent, man. If you see one of the IPs you really like, and they're killing it, just just kill it completely. You go take your part, take a nail, take it to the skull, and you kill it. Like that's people aren't gonna let you go. They're not gonna let you go.
I know, but because we're trained to now. I'm thinking more of the older aspect of things, but I see where y'all are coming from, and I get where you stand on it. My thing is more of what older properties that have been around, because we're gonna have this conversation in another couple of decades when Superman and Batman are gonna be geared up for like. How is that gonna work, man? How is that literally?
They're gonna make that Black Batman movie straight up first. They're gonna make that shit in development 1 year before he was public release. They made that someone's gonna make that Black Batman movie straight up. It's gonna happen.
So Dion, explain. Do you understand public domain?
Yeah, it's like 70 years, and then pretty much you can do whatever you want with it, except, like Steamboat, Mickey. Like you can't do modern Mickey. You can't do. You can only do that iteration of Mickey. So Superman, he can't fly. He can only leap as tall as tallest building.
So you can
you only get his original power set. Is basically same thing with Batman.
This
it has to look like OG Batman.
So you can use their image, but they can't do the stuff they were doing.
No, you can only use what would be public domain. Like the early version of that character would be so probably that first, I don't know, 20, 30 years worth of Batman you can take from, but you can't use modern Batman.
So you got to view it as like a rough draft version of a character. You can only use the rough draft version. You can't use the finalized version. What the Batman you know of today, the Mickey Mouse you know of today, the Superman you know of today, you can only go back to that first iteration version. It's public domain.
So is it a thing that's continuous? So can the modern version in 70 years be used?
Probably so. If the law doesn't change, see, that's why things get confusing, bro.
It makes no sense, bro.
These were written like almost.
Who decides what a first iteration of a character is?
That's crazy. This is getting crazy.
What you can use baby Goku, but you can't use Goku when he goes Super Saiyan? Like that should make
correct.
That makes no sense. Bro.
No, you can only make black and white baby Goku from like chapter 1 of Dragon Ball. Like from the preview issue, like he don't even have the power bow or nothing. Like, no, but like I think it's the law. It's like the law. It's literally just the law. Like D. Smith said, they can extend these businesses. They can lobby to get the laws extended to where like you can't touch it for another 15, 20 years.
Kill them.
Yeah,
just kill them.
They change it.
Kill those IPs, man. That's just confusing. Like, nah, kill those IPs. I like what them Winnie the Pooh did. Like, that's just never gonna be the same.
See, this is the reason why I have an IP lawyer, because that's like you're gonna have to really, really explain this to me. Like, I really want to know.
I don't understand the first iteration. So, like, if the first iteration was Super Saiyan 1 Goku, you can use Super Saiyan 1, but you can't use like Baby Goku if it's after.
Yeah.
These laws were written like dang near 120 years ago, bro. So because this is before we knew what this shit would do. There wasn't a lot of this stuff around, and people that died with their properties. Like think of Sinbad and Cinderella and all those stories. Disney made its early money off the back of IP that was in public domain.
True.
Like they made their bones off of the idea of that, which is so hypocritical of why they would,
That's true, because I mean you had Pinocchio and all of them pop up in Shrek, but they were in Shrek too, though.
Princesses.
All of those characters were also in Shrek as well. It's just
is that because of public domain?
Yes.
Oh, Pinocchio's not an original.
No, it's a public domain character, bro. Peter Pan.
Like, was it 300, 400, 200 years old? Yeah, they're old. They're old as hell.
But they make you think that. You would think that.
Because they did a good job. Like, I didn't know The Hunchback of Notre Dame was a dark story and Esmeralda died at the end. Yeah. I didn't know that until I got to, like, high school. So they did a good job at presenting their stories as a definitive version for generations now.
She was for the streets, bro.
I mean, isn't it Disney doing that same thing too? Pretty much like you like pulling from that pot as well.
Well, remember a couple. My bad. Oh, you got it. You got it.
I think you're good because I think I know you're trying to say, and I was trying to say as well.
Well, I mean, like, remember when Coco came out?
Right.
Disney tried to trademark Dios los Muertos. They tried to trademark that.
Nah, B.
They actually tried to trademark that.
What kind of shit?
That's international waters too, and everything, shit. Right?
What you said, bro?
When it comes to like
international waters, he said something about
nah, man. Nah, Donovan out there looking at some ass. But anyway.
I'm literally right next to the gym.
Oh, anyway, respectfully. I ain't trying to blow your shit up, bro. It's all love, dog. But but nah, like they tried to trademark Dios Los Muertos.
You playing with them
in conjunction with Coco coming out, and it looked crazy that they did that. But kind of like D Smith is saying, if they do that, you can't make anything around that. You know what I mean? The opening scene to Spectre when James Bond was down in Mexico probably doesn't happen if they're allowed the intellectual property rights of Dios Los Muertos.
That's crazy, B.
So I get what y'all are saying, but I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all, man. I say the same thing. If I create something and we get a bag off of it, bro, fuck that. You're not gonna bury me with the money, but you know what I mean? My grandson is gonna need that.
And respectfully, he will get all of it. I'm talking about years and years and years and years and years off of that.
Hey, his grandson is gonna need that.
He's talking.
Well, like, I feel like we're talking about like two different things. Like we're talking about like how long the IP should last, so for people to eat off.
Yeah. It was two questions.
Okay,
right. So, because I'm still learning this whole IP thing as well. You know, I'm glad you guys brought the conversation up because I'm trying to create my IPs as well. But I don't understand, like, you know, how long does an IP, you know, last for, you know, for generations on until it becomes public or whatever, you know.
It's about like 80, 90 years. Oh, so you have until then to get the law changed.
Let him die, bro. Let him die. Just kill it. The world changes so much decade after decade. Like fresh ideas can come in. You build on the old continuously. You progress as a civilization. Let these things die, man. Let it die. I don't. There's no reason for them to extend IPs so long. Superman should have been dead.
Right.
Batman should have been dead, bro.
Right.
Could have been dead. They could have remade. Batman has had like
Zorro. Hell, Superman is just a discount Hercules.
He's not even the same dude. He's immortal. He drops from space and lands on his feet. Like it's not the same guy they created in the fucking 20s. They could have created a character that did that now instead of just tying Batman to it. So, nah, let him die, man. I'm all about letting them old shit die. Let that shit die.
Okay.
So, I mean, can you see these guys in another 80, 90 years? Well, in another 90 years, will people care if Spider-Man's public domain? Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Green Lantern, Wolverine, X-Men, like all these modern characters in 100 years, are people going to be like, yo, let's make our own Spider-Man shit. Let's make our own Spider-Man movie. Or is that going to be, it's going to fade?
You know, that's the part that pisses me off. So like the Green Lantern shit. So somebody will come up with like this cool concept like fucking intergalactic detectives, right? That's a dope concept on its own. And then they'll tie Green Lantern to it. It was fine on its own. You feel me? Like, so now you just extended this old ass concept and you kind of refreshed it. You know, you kind of added some spice and warmed it up. And it was fine. It was a different meal. Like it was a meal. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Very good. Bring the sour cream. What do you mean? Why? Why you know what I'm saying? And that's what keeps happening. Like,
I got you. Yep.
New concept. So dope. Oh man. Fuck yeah. Matrix Reloaded returns. No. Why? It's that was our time. It peaked. The leather jacket, we good. We just like, you know what I'm saying? That was a hot topic. Everyone had the era. It was,
and it's over.
When they used to whip the coat.
It served its purpose. You can do another like. Imagine Inception was. Someone could have been like, "Oh, Matrix 4, Inception." It could have been Inception. It could have been in the Matrix.
You're right.
Some dumb filmmaker, you know, they thought of it. Like it would have been, let's tie that to the Matrix. And Chris was like, get him out of the room. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have done that. So just that you need new IPs and stuff like Inception. There's like these are all new shit. Like Alex Garland's coming out with new shit. So let the old shit die, man. Let that shit die. You don't need like this. I know there's an aspect of like an old fan base, like, we're gonna go and refresh it. But rarely does it work. Like Maverick is like a gem. Like you don't get Maverick. You don't get Top Gun Maverick from everyone. For every Top Gun Maverick, there's several Transformers and
Ghostbusters, Afterthought.
Oh God, Point Break, fucking Gladiator 2. It hasn't even come out yet, and I know that's just gonna be hot garbage. So yeah, I always
really
progress,
the one and only.
Progress and make new shit. That's what I see it.
So from that angle, okay, if we're talking that angle, I like that. I like where that's going there. D Smith, if we're taking it from that angle where everything dies, right? Not to be morbid, right? But everything dies. Everything that's in this bubble has its time and it goes away. And because it's going away into the public domain, there's room for other shit that's new.
Absolutely.
If we're doing it that way, I'm with that. I like how that sounds.
That too.
If it goes that way, I'm okay with that, because now y'all kind of got me thinking about everything else that they tried to bring back that didn't work. Terminator.
And still trying to bring back, bro.
Yeah, right.
Terminator, dead.
They still ain't learned. They still ain't learned, bro. That's crazy.
So, because with that being said, there isn't really any room. There really isn't any room for any new ideas because everything else is still in the way, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
That's
the big problem. And then it's just the idea that we have new landscapes that do things like video games. It's a different genre.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's a different medium. It's more hands-on. There's more time in it. It involves more time, more development, and everything. So that medium has a different
shelf life.
Appeal and
shelf life.
That too. Appeal and staying power, and I feel like that's in the place of movies now, and Hollywood is slowly starting to figure it out. So we'll see how that goes.
I mean, it's always been a question: does the most original ideas get the most attention, bring in the viewers? It's all IP, right? Super Mario Brothers, Barbie, that's IP. The biggest games that come out are sequels, right? Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty.
Yeah,
all these are sequels. You hardly hear about something brand new out of the gate, just galvanizate people to go to theaters or have people buy video games or even comic books. Like what's new that just boom, like instantly, like hits the market like that. So I mean, I think we have our fault. People are at fault too. They say they want something, and then they don't come up and support that new stuff. They'll be back.
Is it our fault though?
Are we being encouraged to support new ideas? Are we being encouraged to? And I mean, look, to be fair, yes, there's the argument of you should not have to be encouraged.
I mean, we don't have a choice now, bro. Marketing's like breathing at this point. Like radio, internet, TV, like it's you don't come across things genuinely anymore, like at all. If you create something, you don't have a marketing budget, you don't exist.
Oof.
Yeah, that's true. Facts.
Yeah, that's fucking.
It's really rough. Like I feel like we always go back to the 90s and we're biased, but like they invested in new shit. Like all those movies that they're remaking now, they're all 90s movies. So they invested in new shit. We got robbed 2001, obviously, with the military industrial complex coming into movies, and then it just reheat after that.
Because bro, I mean, let's really take a thought on this for a second, right? From the last decade, what was the freshest thing that came out of the 2010s? John Wick. Was that 2010s or 2020? No, that was 2010s. John Wick.
That was 2010s.
Yeah, that came out 2014.
John Wick, yeah. Hunger Games came and went. That whole genre.
Oh yeah, the YA
That
novel.
genre came and went. That was yo, they're gone, bro.
That was what 6 years,
bro. How does the genre poke its head out and like die the same decade?
The Marksman
genre, Maze Runner, Hunger Games, Twilight. They all came and went. I mean, Twilight made buco dollars, but that
was the only one that stayed fully afloat.
Yeah, that was the only
fully afloat. All the other ones tanked halfway through.
The Marksmen lost their virginity, and the YA genre went down the fucking tubes. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Is Game of Thrones one of them or no?
No. That was not a YA.
No, I was just thinking about that.
But even then, what I'm saying is John Wick wasn't a derivative of anything. It wasn't based on anything. You know what I'm saying? In this decade here, from last decade, what else just popped up and really made a splash? John Wick,
Breaking Bad,
Stranger Things. I mean, Breaking Bad was
TV.
But what hit? What actually made that mark that Donovan is talking about, that y'all are talking about, that just came out of nowhere, that got people that made it into that exclusive IP club? What else popped up?
Are we giving 2010 Walking Dead?
No.
Yeah, but I say it made its bones
2008, right? Walking Dead?
Yeah.
No, Walking Dead was 2010.
2010?
Breaking Bad was 08. Breaking Bad
that was a comic book long ago before it.
Walking Dead, the show was 2010, the comic book was 2003.
So Walking Dead counts then.
Okay, Robert, you can
I said they made their bones in the 2010s. Walking Dead made most of its bones in the 2010s. Stranger Things, Game of Thrones, a lot of anime.
You want to go Power?
Well, that's international, right?
50 Cent Power?
Sure.
Power?
Yes. We can say that. Absolutely. I mean, that show is the reason Starz is still existing as a network.
Right.
Straight up.
True.
Other than that, like, I mean, and then if you compare that to the 90s, like Charles was saying, it's not even close, bro.
Damn, and that was TV too. We couldn't even go to the movies.
Right.
The amount of TV, cartoon properties, and the movie properties all at the same time.
Like, bro, Donovan, we talked about this over text. Just now in 2024, they're trying as hard as they can to get Dune upstairs right now, bro.
They pushing a whole piano upstairs.
I'm talking about.
Listen, dog, like
fat ass, heavy ass piano, just like push.
So this is inside baseball right here, but this is just how my mind works when I read about some of this stuff, right? So you got House of Dragon hitting HBO in June, right? So the run for House of Dragon is going to be over and done with. And for the fall spot, Max is pushing Dune Prophecy.
Can't work. Can't work.
Dune Prophecy. And then I think the third joint is in production right now.
Damn, what other no big shows.
You see what I'm saying? And they're really trying to push that up by releasing their sequel and their spinoff show in the same year.
Nah, it can't work, man.
I'm gonna have to go back to my catalog. I feel like there was a lot more created around 2010 than we're giving more credit for.
Okay.
Name something. Name something.
Shit, man.
That we haven't already named.
A lot of new games came around the time. There's a lot of other mediums that came around.
Gaming was
right. I mean, there were alternatives.
You know,
but even the alternatives was semi-light too. Outside of 10, 20, maybe.
D. Smith ain't having it, bro. D. Smith said we will not go. We ain't having it.
I'm gonna circle. I'm gonna be like corporation. I'm gonna put a pin on it.
The only thing I can think of is anime.
I mean, I agree. I think you're right on that.
Main things that had very big growth in the 2010s.
So Attack on Titan
came and went. 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, but they also ride off of older stuff like Naruto, man. I had so many people come up to me in the 2010s talking about Naruto. And I mean, at the beginning of, they were starting from the beginning of Naruto. So
how long was that around before it got hot?
Here in the States,
Naruto's around in the 2000s.
4.
05 or 6. Yeah.
04 or 5. I think it blew up in 06.
I think you need a division between things that were getting some steam prior to 2010 and blew up in the 2010s, and things that started in the 2010s.
Okay, yeah.
Because the things that were already getting steam, it kind of would have happened in any decade.
True.
Things that came out 2010 with these Gen Z losers.
True. Minecraft?
Most part came and left. Minecraft, there we Roblox.
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds, Fortnite.
Fortnite, them niggas. There we go. Bring them out.
Overwatch.
So
Overwatch. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Overwatch.
We're obsessed with Overwatch. That's
League of Legends.
Not as popping as it was before.
Orange Theory. Is that right? Orange Theory? Never mind. I don't know.
Ori in the Blind. You mean Ori in the Blind Forest?
I could have sworn there was something called Orange Theory.
Genshin Impact.
I know what you're talking about.
I mean, like games and stuff like that. They became newer IPs that came out. You know.
My bad. Were you talking about Team Fortress?
That sounds like
he's talking about the orange box.
Well, yeah, Team Fortress was in the orange box.
Okay, there we go. That shit. Yeah, you can tell I'm old as fuck. Yeah, games didn't slow down. Games is like the only IP that like hasn't gotten like. I know like gameplay. There's always gonna be like people that are picky about gameplay, but for the most part, the stories have gotten better. The graphics obviously gotten better. Like they didn't like hit like any kind of creative depression the way the rest of the media did. Like games of GTA has gotten better like continuously. I still love Vice City, you know. Vice City man at heart. But nah, games for real. Games is like it's like an anomaly. It shouldn't even like
what.
And I thought, wasn't there a pickup, like a pickups on more comics around that time, or manga or whatever?
Manga picked up some steam, but that goes hand in hand with anime, so that's why I didn't bring it up.
Okay, so just to bring it full circle here, even in gaming, I think in gaming it's easier for something new to make a splash because if it looks good and it plays good, it's there. But even in gaming now, though, respectfully,
it's gone downhill.
Well, even in gaming now, most people anticipate the remakes to games from back in the day. You know what I mean? They're remaking the first 2 Max Payne games right now. Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta is probably going to drop sometime next year. Resident Evil, for the most part, has been resurrected by those remakes on the next gen platforms. So it's not foolproof, but I get what you're saying in that it's still profitable. You know what I'm saying? Capcom can still make money off of Resident Evil, and if they cared enough, could still drop something else that might actually make a splash.
Right.
That's a good point.
All except Mega Man, though.
Oh yeah, except Mega Man.
They need to do something with Mega Man. By the small quick note, they need to do something with Mega Man. He needs another reboot.
I'd love a gritty Mega Man. That'd be dope.
They need a movie. You know what I'm saying?
But I agree, though. I agree because there's definitely like, you know, when it comes to what newest IP that came out around after 2010s and stuff like that, I was trying to like thinking like mediums that exist and stuff, you know, like not even like video. I think the only thing I can think of is really video games and possibly books. Apparently, you know, if you want to put that out there.
Yeah, the horror genre.
Yeah, there's
James Wan,
which led us to where we are today.
But genres died in the 2010s, bro.
Came and died, bro.
The superhero phenomenon like killed a lot of shit. As much as we love it, as much as we enjoy some of this shit, we got to keep it a buck. Like that shit kind of tanked. That fucked up a lot of shit for a lot of people.
It did, man. Journey to the Center of the Earth. So adventure, I guess adventure, the adventure genre.
Yep.
What was that movie with Peter Jackson? That Peter Jackson did with the world. Percy
Jackson. Yeah, it's more fantasy.
That was Harry Potter.
I'm about to say it literally is like a Greek version of Harry Potter.
That was Harry Potter.
A Greek version, a literal Greek version of Harry Potter.
No, you're absolutely right. Fast and Furious, they had to take that MCU model to grow into what it is now.
Yeah.
Because before 5, that series wasn't like that.
Mm-mm.
And they literally took that MCU formula, and that's how they grew up to be as big as they are now.
Yep.
Man, it was based in racing.
So that, I mean, we love the MCU, but they fucked up a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like they kind of killed the one-offs. They really killed a lot of great movies that were really good. Came and went during that era and never stood a chance. Yo, what was the one joint, man? What the fuck was it, bro? There was one joint that came out in like 2015, 2016, man. It was a space. What the fuck was that movie called, bro?
Space movie?
Jupiter?
No,
Jupiter
it had Rihanna had a cameo in it. Clive Owen was in it. The guy that was in
I know what you're talking about. The dude that did Fifth Element.
Yes.
I know.
What was that movie called?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember it.
What's that called? Valkyrie of a Thousand. What's that thing called?
Oh
you know what I'm talking about? Homeboy Harry Osborn from the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yep.
He was in that joint.
No, it wasn't Chronicle. He was with that one chick.
The witch girl from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, what was that shit called?
What was her name?
Valkyrie and the Thousand Planets or some shit?
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
If that came out in the 90s, that would have hit.
Instant hit.
It was a quirky kind of humor. I think it would have worked in the 90s.
I would say even in 2000s. Even in 2000s would have got some traction.
What about Wanted?
Wanted was fire.
Wanted was good.
Wanted was good.
I would go for a remake or a sequel of Wanted. I'd be down for that.
Bro, it had
with the long bullet,
spinning bullets.
Yeah, the Wachowskis kind of need some royalties off of that.
Okay, I tell them fuck out of here with that shit. You can come up with this. Fuck out of here.
Nah, because it was on page first. It was on page, and the comic book was nothing like the movie.
No, way different. The
comic book, but I'm just saying, a lot of them joints. Okay, for example, Valkyrie and the Thousand Planets was failed because you already had Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
For every movie that came out under a genre, the MCU made their own version of that with comic book characters connected to getting their ass whooped by Thanos.
Yep. And that was the good, and that was the funny, that was the peak of MCU when they were doing that. You want your political thriller, Captain America: Winter Soldier?
Talk about it.
You want your He-Man movie, Thor?
He-Man movie, Thor, perfect. Yeah, man.
Oh, Thor fucked up Hercules, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
The Rock's Hercules series is like, why do we need The Rock? We got Chris Hemsworth.
Oh yeah, and fuck Brett Ratner, just so we can throw that in there too. Just so we can throw that in there too. Yeah, Hercules, that shit was, oh my God. The Rock had the fucking wig in that movie, dog.
he had the little wannabe muscles on metal guard on it.
No, that nigga was juiced out of his mind.
Every year we would get this romantic comedy. What happened to that?
Oh, that genre is dead. Well, it's on streaming.
It's on
streaming.
It's on streaming.
Netflix and shit.
And besides, where's the people who are going to watch that shit?
Ain't nobody gonna go to theater and buy that shit.
Valentine's Day.
Netflix.
Hey, I mean in bulk, brother. In bulk.
Listen, man. Oh man. Hey, let's get to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day, you used to have to plan your week around Valentine's Day. All right, cool. So on Valentine's Day, we're gonna go out to dinner, we're gonna go to the movies, and I'm not gonna go to work the next day because of Valentine's Day. Nah, dog. Now it's Netflix and chill, baby. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go to the liquor store. You know what? Nah, we ain't doing this, man. We ain't doing that.
Binge watch Grey's Anatomy. We're gonna do
Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy goons in the house.
Yo, you're right. That romantic comedy died.
It came out around that time.
Oh man. See, we almost went into the territory of the last episode there. We gotta be careful there.
It died because of women. They ain't ungrateful.
That's why the WNBA is failing. Why you think Caitlin Clark is on top?
Oh shit!
That Caitlin Clark meme.
Oh man, listen, Netflix and chill killed the romantic comedy, bro. Like,
man, that's right. Ooh.
Yo, what was the one joint that dropped, man? Did y'all remember? Yo, my wife had me go see the joint with Channing Tatum and Rachel McAdams, where she had fucking amnesia, dog. That shit was trash.
Oh, not even.
Is that the Notebook?
Ryan Gosling, bro.
That shit was trash, bro. Nah,
wait, is that the Notebook?
Nah, bro. It was man. Listen,
it was Notebook.
No, the Notebook was in the 2000s, bro. I'm telling you.
Another movie where she loses her memory.
Yeah, they get in a car accident. Accident, and she loses her memory and like doesn't love the dude no more. And then by the end of the movie, man, what the fuck?
Oh, you're talking about the one that she has a therapist that's drugging her.
No.
What? What?
Hold on, dog.
What kind of movie? That's some European hostage shit right there, man.
Hold on, dog. Hold on. What the fuck was this movie? The Vow.
What movie did you watch?
It was called The Vow. That's what it was called, bro. The Vow. Like, and then after that, right before I went to basic training on Valentine's Day, me and my wife
Adams?
Yeah, it was called The Vow, bro.
She lost her memory in both movies.
Yeah, man. Hey, there was a market for it, dog.
We need a lead actress.
Hashtag don't sell it.
Don't sell it. Nah, but I'll tell you what killed the Valentine's Day releases was 50 Shades of Grey, and then the very next year, Deadpool came out on Valentine's Day, and nothing was the same. That wasn't a romantic comedy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Twilight ate all that up too.
Yep.
Twilight that was stimulating it for a while.
Twilight was the MCU of rom-coms.
Most definitely.
Thing.
Let's keep this a buck though. For every genre movie from 2010 to 2020, there was a superhero movie that fit in that category. For every genre, action comedy, Ant-Man, romantic comedy, Deadpool, political thriller, Captain America, science fiction, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Facts.
The reason why I can agree with you on that, because look at the example of Halloween costumes of popularity of an IP.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You know, if it didn't hit, because like when I went to the Halloween store and stuff like that, there's some shit that I've never seen in my damn life before. You know, what the fuck is that? You know, Like at that time, I was like, Squid Games. That was probably one. It's like, what the fuck is a Squid Games?
Squid Games was another 20. Wait, no, that's 20s.
Yo, Asia
won only ones.
Asia won the 2010s, fam.
Yeah,
they won that.
I say yeah.
They came out that decade like on top. You know what I'm saying? Y'all love Godzilla. Y'all love Korean dramas. Y'all love
They got it right
anime.
now.
They love K-pop. Like they came out 2010s. Like
anime, webtoons.
They got the 2020s on lock.
They got it, man.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, it's Asian world.
Bro, Donovan, you muted, bro.
I'm about to say K-pop got real mainstream in the 2020s.
Real mainstream, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, man, these niggas is on stage doing New Edition songs and shit.
Yep.
Bro.
Dude, they were dressing like what is it New Jack Swing. I was like, if y'all don't go sit down somewhere.
Hey. Look, if you getting the royalties off it, you don't give a fuck.
Right.
Getting paid off it, man. I hope they're getting paid off it because I don't know if we were talking about it here, but I was telling somebody they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yo, if they keep doing and they're consistent, it's theirs. In 10 years, 15 years, it's there. Who you gonna
it already is, bro.
Bobby Brown out here? Is that who you gonna bring? It's theirs. Can't say shit.
Shout out to the
If they
GOAT.
keep doing it consistently and it's legit, 20 years to 25 years when they look back, yeah, it's theirs. All the backslide, all the boys to men, all that shit. It's all
of the sauce. All the sauce. All the sauce.
Damn.
All the sauce,
can't
man.
say shit. Can't say shit about
There is no black equivalent to BTS right now.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close, bro.
And think, bro. Think how many groups back in the day did the singing and dancing combo.
Yeah. Timing is everything.
And BTS can just go through a whole catalog of music
and just remix that
shit. that's nasty work, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yo, this is the only black podcast that talks about everything, bro. Like, we talk about everything.
Say it again.
I said,
wow.
I ain't even gonna say the only. No, fuck that. I'm not gonna say the only black podcast. This is the only podcast where we talk about everything.
Button up.
Oh man,
button up. We're not gonna hear this at a black barbershop. Honestly, this is conversation right here.
You know what I'm saying? Button up. Oh
button
shit,
up, son.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Like shit is. I don't know, man. I mean, last little thought here, just to rehash the other topic that we brought up here, man. I said this in the chat. I said it here. 2024 is the Revenge of the Marksman in theaters, bro. The family movies that are dropping that I know of, and I forgot about Transformers 1, Sonic the Hedgehog, Inside Out 2, Beetlejuice. What other family movies are dropping this year?
If
company said, "Fuck your family." We trying to get paid. Fuck you.
Look, Kung Fu Panda 4 just came out.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's right.
I don't know how well that did, to be honest with you. They re-released Shrek 2.
Bastards.
Damn.
Bastards.
That's a sad state. That's a sad state in the industry when you release a 20-year. What's that? 04, 05?
And that shit's still fire.
Still fire.
I want to say it's 04. 20 years ago. Damn.
I think they got a new Despicable Me coming out this year.
Yeah. During the summertime. Fuck those
those yellow bastards, man. They keep coming.
Hey, y'all remember If? The Imaginary Friend?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Family movie that's coming out this year.
That's going to be good.
Supposedly, right?
Krasinski going for the gold.
Discount Grimace, you know.
Man.
I think there is a Megamind that's coming out, right?
Donovan, you think that man just like
y'all don't fuck with Megamind?
Say what?
Megamind was good, but bro, they waited damn near 15 years from it. Like, what?
Is it that old?
Next thing you're gonna tell me they're gonna make Over the Hedge too.
Wait, there was no more sequels after Megamind?
No. Wait.
No, it's only one Megamind.
Remember, they folded DreamWorks.
They did. Look, they're building their extension Universal Studios right now.
DreamWorks. Oh shit, man, we missed this one. Garfield.
Yeah, Epic. Isn't it called Epic Universe or something?
Nah, they just put it to the old Universal part.
Or it's coming out.
Oh, the Garfield joint. Yeah. Or Chris Pratt.
Ain't nobody gonna watch that shit.
Yo, Chris Pratt.
That's another IP that should die,
bro. Garfield.
Garfield is ass, bro.
Families.
Garfield. Whoa. Wait.
Younger kids.
My man said Garfield was all right. D. Smith. All right, man.
Garfield.
Right.
I said at least with these younger kids.
I mean,
how many 10-year-olds you know go? Man, I love Garfield.
Man, give that money to my boy. Beware of Toddler. I want to see that shit. That shit looks dope. Fucking
yeah.
I mean, they had this one movie on Netflix.
They're already doing that. The teddy bear. Already doing the Garfield thing with the teddy bear.
The Ted and they're already doing it. Like, why you do?
Look,
they already like are evolving your IP, and then you go back to the IP.
I just found out about Bluey this year, man. Bluey, that little blue dog.
Oh, Blue is like Blue is great, bro. What I'm hearing, Blue is gonna blow up even more.
That dude's the new Sesame Street.
I think so, man. It is the new Sesame Street.
Yeah, that shit's the new Sesame Street.
Tiger.
What happened to who?
Daniel Tiger.
Yo, did Woody the Woodpecker came out this year?
What?
Woody the Woodpecker?
I see you see.
Woody the
Woody?
Woodpecker?
Nah, Woody came out.
No, bro, that came out 2 years ago. I remember that Woody the Woodpecker movie.
Hey,
All right. I mean,
hey, we gotta stop saying, yeah, that was
you
crazy.
got it, man.
That was
No
crazy.
Diddy. No
Hey,
Diddy.
you
I'm
got-
not saying
No Diddy. No Diddy.
Is that the same thing for Zootopia
No,
too?
I'm tired, man. No Diddy.
Zootopia too?
Yo, but other than that, like, bro, this the year of the marksman, dog. I'm saying it now. I'm gonna be saying it all 2024, man. There's no big, like, this is the year of the marksman, bro.
Like, because you can start, like, the reason why I wouldn't know what how to compare popularity is, like, as soon as it drops, you definitely will see it at Walmart. You know, it's them promoting it real hard. You know, that's how you know that they're trying to get at these families, stuff like that. Like, I remember the rollout of Ninja Turtles. I was like, damn, y'all pandering the fuck out. You know.
So
Nah,
this year,
even the Turtles, that was a family film.
last
It
year,
didn't quite pan out last year. Now they're doing rated R. The Marksman, Last Ronin. They're going right for the Marksman. That's what everybody wants. We want Ronin. We want adult characters grown up. They're like, you know what? Fuck the family. Fuck the kids. We're gonna go for the adults.
Is there
So-
psychology to this?
yeah, Barbie.
Yeah.
Barbie was rated R?
I mean, Barbie wasn't rated R, but women went to see Barbie.
There's a darker reason here. You ready?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Oh hell.
So Ninja Turtles, the family version, didn't make as much money as the rated R will likely make money, right? So the
Probably
age
not.
range of people that watch the rated R are going to be like 20 R era, 30 plus,
Yep.
and then the people that have kids around that same R age, 30 and a little bit older. That age range don't give a fuck about them kids.
You're not wrong.
That age range don't give a fuck about them kids, bro.
You're not wrong. And the studios don't either. The studios want to get the bag.
They want the bag. But like Rugrats came out, our parents ran us to them theaters. They ran us to them theaters.
The
parents
quality of
did. What was the last $1 billion kid movie?
The Despicable Me movies.
Despicable Me.
Frozen 2.
Is it still doing the Billy? And
Yeah, they hit.
Frozen
They hit-
2 made a billion.
They hit 900.
The first one. The first one.
Mario
no,
Brothers.
Despicable.
Mario was the last $1 billion, and that wasn't.
Right.
That was because
Wait.
our people were watching it without them kids.
Right, but
don't give a fuck
Despicable.
Huh?
My bad, brother. Despicable hit like 900 on their last one that dropped.
The new one, the newest one.
That hit 900.
Ugh, okay.
It's in there close.
Despicable hit 900.
But that used to be like kids movie were the MCU of our time. Like
Right.
those were gonna make money no matter
Right.
what, and like they're
Right.
flopping.
Right.
The kids' films are flopping, bro. They're flopping.
Bad.
Because they grew up on Netflix.
Don't
They
give
grew
a
up on streaming.
Ooh.
I heard these kids
YouTube.
can't even. I don't know. I don't have. But I heard these kids can't even sit down and watch a 2-hour movie anymore. They run around all over the place. They gotta go to the bathroom. They can't even pay attention to longer storytelling. It's got to be quick, fast. TikTok. Change the channel. Keep them moving.
Yeah.
Just take the listen, guys. Gen Z and the one after. We just clear it up. Just put them on the boat. We just clear it up. Let's restart.
Divide America already, you know. So hey, you can have
them
this
all
side.
on the island, right?
Just divide America here, y'all.
Yo, nah, but that's a good point. And I mean the quality of the writing back in the day was better too, though, because they were writing for two audiences.
I agree.
They knew that your parents were going to be watching some of these shows with their kids, so they put shit in there for the parents to, you know, while your dad is reading the newspaper or while your mom is doing whatever, you know what I mean? A line of dialogue will make them pop their head up and laugh, and then get back to doing whatever they're doing. The subtlety of what they were doing in the entertainment industry doesn't exist anymore because there's no reason to be subtle. We don't got to be subtle if we know that one demographic is going to be our majority audience of people spending money on the product. We're just going to write it and cater it to them directly and say, fuck everybody else. If Barbie can make $1 billion from women from the age of, what would you say the age demographic was on that, Donovan? Are you still muted, brother?
Yeah.
18 to 35.
Okay. 18 to 35. That's a huge, if we can make $1 billion and the majority of it can come off of that 18 to 35 demographic, sprinkled in with a couple other peripheral demographics, that's all we need to get $1 billion.
Fuck them kids.
And then the next year, Deadpool 3, Joker, same scenario, just on the other side of that coin. If the 18 to 35 demographic that hated Barbie, that hated how woke Barbie was, when Joker 2 comes out, they can get all their shit off, bro. Every Halloween party this year, you're going to see motherfuckers in the green suit with the lapels, with the rose on it, with the slick back and the makeup this year. Mm-hmm. Either that or they're going to be masked up like Deadpool.
That's crazy, man.
That's real where talk. We are now. So the culture war has now become profitable, and unfortunately, guess who gets fucked over in the middle of that? The families.
Damn.
The families.
The Marvels. They were that first victory. That's all they needed. That's all they needed. The Marvels. They plant that flag in the sand. Said we're not going anywhere. That was it. That was it. The Marvels flopping, the biggest flop in MCU history.
Yo,
come on now.
Imagine. Oh, my bad, Charles. Go ahead, brother.
I want to make sure we're not in a vacuum. Like, do you feel like we are now the most marketed to demo compared to everything else? Unlike when we were kids, we were the most marketed to demo at that time as well.
Yep.
So we've gone through a 3 eras of us always being the most marketed to.
Yep.
And them being like, fuck the parents, fuck them kids, fuck the parents, fuck them.
I agree with you to an extent, because I do feel like there's certain things they still marketed to kids that are a little bit younger, but mostly I agree.
Mm-hmm. Like,
especially in movies.
What are the big kids movies coming out?
Was Avatar for us or for the younger generation?
Avatar was definitely us.
Yeah, that fell under our
Avatar, blue one or the.
No, the martial art.
Both for our generation.
I mean, it's a remake of our generation.
Yeah.
So like that's where the thing comes in about reheating again.
Right.
Is it really for the kids or?
Right.
So bro, check this out. Right. Imagine, and this is crazy. This is where the Rock fucked up. This is where he fucked up. Right. Imagine the Rock coming fresh off of WrestleMania. Right. Biggest year that he's had in the last 2 or 3. Imagine if The Rock coming fresh off of WrestleMania this year dropped Black Adam this year instead of when he dropped it in 2022.
Black Adam was pretty bad.
It was, but the audience that was better. The audience that was made for would have supported it more this year in response to last year taking the L. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like the timing on this is crazy. This is the first year that I can say legit that the culture war is clear and the studios understand that, and they're no longer pretending that it's not there.
Oof.
And then next year,
think about that, yeah.
And then next year you'll get something else. Next year you'll get something else. I'm telling you, bro, this shit is about to get nasty out here.
Yeah, even Disney was like, yo, we can't put Mando on the big screen. Put Mando on the big screen because they ain't gonna come out and see nobody else. Yep. Ooh. They were right. Put Mando and Grogu on there.
Now, are these gonna be good? Is everything gonna be? I mean, objectively, everything can't be good, but at this point, they gotta get their bag, bro. They gotta get this money. They gotta get this fucking money, bro. And you know what I mean? The Revenge of the Marksman. The Marksman Revenge Tour will be televised and marketed, bro.
Oh, we're gonna need a poster.
Yeah. We need a revenge tour.
Orangish yellows poster with red lines shooting out.
Yep.
Like an alien, like one of those old 50s alien posters, and with big bold letters saying Revenge of the Marksman. And then have some nerdy, nasty looking marksman in front of it, like pointing or some shit.
But what do they have after Deadpool?
We'll see.
The
Bad
next
Boys?
target's gonna be Captain America 4.
Ooh.
They're not gonna see that. Sam
Not
Wilson's
this
cooked.
year. No,
Sam Wilson's cooked. 2025, that movie's cooked, bro.
That movie's so cooked.
That movie's cooked. I'm not gonna see that black man with the stars and stripes. Hell no.
Nah, man, they would have put
I'm
him.
not gonna support that.
Put that man in a full suit and all white. That man better look like what's that white Godspeed from The Flash.
Anything short of him saying I don't deserve it, I apologize. It's not gonna work, brother. I don't deserve it.
Yo, me taking that shield was the wackest shit I've ever done in my life.
Right. At the end of the movie, bro, he's gonna be on a first class flight back to Wakanda.
I feel it in my spirit. I wasn't American enough, so I'm gonna take that shield back. You know, we just gonna keep, the MCU gonna keep rocking. Yeah, I'll give it to Bucky. That's what y'all wanted. I'm gonna give the shield to Bucky.
What if that becomes a WrestleMania turn right there? Like, oh shit.
This is what Steve really wanted.
Right.
I mean, we saw a little bit, just a snippet of it during like Captain America and Falcon, and the Netflix series and stuff like that. How they're trying to go a little bit like,
because y'all right.
I'm a black man defending America. What the hell does that make sense? I was like, that's the weirdest shit I ever heard.
Hey, Orion, do better. I don't need a shield. I have the power of my words.
I was dying. What I look like a black man?
Because Anthony Mackie did his thing, man, and he did his thing in Twisted Metal. Oh shit! Shout out to King Arthur. Shout out
King Arthur. PD, what up, man?
That shit funny as hell, bro. He said, "Do better." That nigga could barely walk in that fucking costume at the end of that season, bro. You heard that shit was squeaking. You heard that shit squeaking every time he moved, bro.
Woo.
MCU or we're watching Touched by an Angel when they
and please don't call them terrorists. These are people too. Nigga.
Okay.
Nigga, you see how many motherfuckers they blew up?
They're people too. Oh man. Homegirl beat his ass. Everybody beat his ass on that shit, yo. He couldn't. Yo. It's like, yo, just give the shield to Bucky, man. Cool. It's cool, man. You can be Falcon. It's all right. Give the shield to Bucky, man. Cap set him up for failure.
More than anything, I want that heel turn.
You should be a bad guy.
I am Falcon X.
Falcon X. That's what they should have done.
Fuck America.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, we talked about that, man. Where Brother Voodoo at, bro?
Man,
where Brother Voodoo at?
The MCU should have done World War Wakanda storyline. Us against them.
Brother. Instead of Brother Voodoo being in all the tribal shit, man, just get this nigga a red suit with the white pinstripes, with the rings, so we get serious on that. You remember the meme, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's get it popping. T'Challa the Werepanther.
The Werepanther.
Oh shit. White man says also X-Men
97 is godlike. Oh yeah.
I still gotta catch it. But on that note, man, how we feeling, man? We taking it home? Cause it's been a long day, man. We gonna pack it in, bro. It's 10 o'clock Central Time, though. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I love Joey mentions that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
shit. I'm good for another 30 if y'all up for it.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, we'll take it. All right, cool. We'll take it another 30, man. The plan was 2.5. The plan was 2.5.
2.5.
It never goes that way anyway.
It never goes that way.
We always spit fire anyway. So what matters?
It's crazy, bro. I gotta make my lunch for work tomorrow and all of that shit, dog. Like, man, y'all trying to have me on East Coast time out here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We trying to get Central time out here.
Like, bro, you know what I mean? I was thinking, damn, you know, I just might be in bed by 10:30 tonight. Nope.
What's the DMX note, man? We need one of those sound bits. Nope.
But yeah, bro, like shit is kind of wild out here, man. I think we gonna have to pay attention to some of these trends and what's coming out in theaters. I think at least for the next 2 years. The only women-centric action movies that are dropping, like me and D. Smith was saying earlier, are Furiosa, and I think that the Ballerina is gonna get pushed back. I don't think that's coming out this year.
Oh shit!
The John Wick spinoff.
Yeah,
I heard they put more Keanu Reeves in there. I heard they did more shoots.
Okay, so yep,
I heard they put more.
Get pushed.
So
that's a confirm of it getting pushed.
So, because who was going to see that? Madam Web. Was Madam Web worse than the Marvels?
Oh,
Madam Web.
I still didn't even see Madam Web yet.
Couldn't even.
Don't. It's not even worth it, man.
So it was. So it was worse than the Marvels.
I would say cinematically probably was. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Because
I ain't watching anything with that girl in it. That girl's horrible.
Oh man,
Dakota, what's her name? Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, man. See,
now
it's behind the scenes.
Homegirl from 50 Shades.
Oh yeah.
I can't watch her, bro. I can't do it.
Madam Shade.
Hey, is she a cardboard box?
She's horrible, bro.
She a cardboard box?
She was like, and they left this stuff in the trailer. She was driving, and she ran something over, and she's like, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, "You just ran something over."
Yo. And again, on the opposite end of that, we got Craven the Hunter for the Marksman.
Lord.
Who's going to see? Is that even? Because that was supposed to come out last year, right?
Right.
So they can't push that back 2 years in a row.
Paramount Plus. Let's go.
Paramount.
Yep. As
People
a sign
still
of good
think that
faith.
shit related to MCU. They still think it's related to
idiots.
Spider-Man, man. I don't see how they keep people get fooled.
But it's
Still.
edgy. But it's
edgy.
But it's edgy and it's primal.
He was bitten by a radioactive lion.
but it's alpha.
Best comment ever.
But Craven is an alpha.
It's true. That's a true alpha male. You know what I mean? Yep.
It don't get
we got
no
support
more.
our dollars.
It don't get no more alpha.
So they need to put Andrew Tate on the marketing for this.
Yeah.
I thought he was sick. I don't know.
If y'all don't want it, you're gay.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh shit, yo, for real. But I mean, you look, but it's alpha, right? What's more alpha than getting bit by a lion, bro, and surviving?
A radioactive lion
and surviving.
I want to see we're like right at the idiocracy.
Yeah,
we're right there. I want to see marketing just go nuts.
Do it,
Andrew Tate, and just go. They're already halfway there with the influencer shit. Just go the full. Just go all the way.
Right, sunglasses, cigar with a fucking fur.
Oh, she'll be so hilarious. Like,
oh my god, that'll be real Andrew Tate right there.
If you don't like this,
point.
if you don't go see Craven, you like men.
You're better. You're beta male.
Beta, bitch.
Right.
So with I'm just saying, bro. Like expect every studio to put something out to counterbalance their other releases.
Man.
And who the fuck's going to see who's in the Thunderbolts? What's the principal cast of the Thunderbolts?
Winter Soldier.
I already saw her too.
The new Black Widow.
Regular woman.
We saw an
Florence Pugh.
Regular woman.
Who?
Oh, them.
Regular man, regular woman.
So this is like.
So this is regular man.
So this is the MCU Suicide Squad, pretty much.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yep.
I hope Sonic destroys that shit, bro. I hope Sonic the Hedgehog just comes in and fucking slams that shit.
Sonic coming through.
Sonic did it twice now.
Y'all going to see that? Like, who's going to see the Thunderbolts?
Oh, I'm gonna see Sonic.
MCU.
Yeah.
I'm done with MCU, bro. My stuff back there.
Oh, okay. So you're not even fucking with Deadpool.
I might see Deadpool. I might have to see Deadpool just for Hugh.
Right.
I'm watching Deadpool this year.
Deadpool's gonna be good.
That's the last stop. That's the last stop on the train.
If Deadpool don't hit a bill, goodbye to the MCU.
Oh, most definitely. Well, no, X-Men. I feel like they'll shoot for the X-Men. Still,
they're not gonna make X-Men.
I don't think that they're gonna. I really don't think they're gonna mess with Deadpool. But I really think their golden goose that they're thinking in their mind right now is X-Men and Fantastic Four. If if one of those flops, then
you have me until that.
To get to X-Men, bro.
You have me.
I don't know if they're gonna make it.
When's the next Avengers movie? 2030?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't think that they're planning on sneaking them in through this way? Because I think that
now to secret. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would. I put whoever I could in those movies. Sell tickets, bro. Fuck it.
So we're not recasting Jonathan Mayer.
Oh Lord!
Stop.
We're not.
Stop.
I mean,
let it go.
Let it go. Look, yo, my brother, man. God bless my brother, man. Shout out to my big brother, Killer Cam, man. My brother was like, "Hey, Colt, man, Doom is in the trailer for Deadpool 3." Like, all right, man, relax, bro. Relax, man. So they did the post Jonathan Majors reshoots on Deadpool 3 to introduce Dr. Doom that way. Nah, that ain't happening. But like what D. Smith was saying before y'all jumped on here, Deadpool feels like the last event in the MCU for a very long time.
I agree.
And based off of that alone, and the nostalgia, and the fan service pops of him killing all of the Fox characters, they're going to get over that threshold, bro. They're going to do it.
Even if it's barely over the line, they'll make it.
No,
I think so. Even if they got to drag if they got to drag Wolverine's dead body over the.
I don't think they
are, right?
Yep. Like I said, this is going to be the first year. I'll repeat what I said earlier. This will be the first year where domestically the two highest grossing movies in the U.S. are both rated R.
That solidifies what we're saying. Fuck them kids.
Yep.
Shit, I think Dune 2 is the highest grossing this year. No,
Joker?
or Godzilla.
Did it break out?
I don't know anymore.
I must say that they
Godzilla didn't even get 500 yet. Godzilla King Kong.
They'll get there. Yet. They'll get there. Yeah. But Joker and Deadpool are going to run laps around Doom. Those are going to be the two highest grossing movies this year. And only one of them is going to win an Academy Award. Guess which one?
Lady Gaga has a big base.
So in a nutshell, all you're trying to say is movie
but what if
18 and plus up venue, basically, because that's all it's going to matter to. That's what's making money is the 18 plus up.
Yep.
But what if Taylor Swift appears as Dazzler in Wolverine, Deadpool? Wolverine.
Hey, the Swifties are gonna show up and they're gonna get another billion.
There you go.
Right, $2 billion right there.
And then James Cameron is gonna have to say, "Hey man, I need y'all to put Titanic back in theaters because they creeping up on me right now. I don't like being this uncomfortable when they're within $300 million of Titanic. Put it back out in theaters. You know what? No, Avatar 2 and 1. Put them back in theaters because I'm not comfortable with this. I'm only $300 million ahead."
James Cameron, man.
But that's where it's at this year. The two highest grossing movies are going to be both rated R. The Joker, Donovan, you said this, bro, and I want to get clarification on this. You said that the Joker 2 is going to get nominated for how many Oscars?
Ooh, 5.
Name them. Name them names,
Name
brother.
5. All right. Best lead actress. Best original song. Costume design. Production. set design.
Whoa. Lead?
Nah, don't give him lead.
Twice?
Lead?
Nah.
Nominated,
Damn.
not win. Nominated.
Nominated?
Mm.
Again,
If it's a scarce year, then I'll say yes.
Mm.
So go ahead and throw it up there. If it's a scarce year and they can't find enough people to fill that void.
I mean,
So
they gonna nominate Timothy Chalamet. They
For
gonna
the White
nominate
Messiah?
him. They gonna nominate him.
He'll squeak over Joaquin.
The Oscar movie of the year, The Magical Negroes. Don't sleep on it now.
Oh gosh.
Don't sleep on it now.
We had to go that direction.
David
I
Allen
want to
Greer.
be a fly on the wall
That's
when they
those
talk
great
about that
fucking-
movie.
Okay.
They're not gonna
And
talk.
one of those guys actually says we should nominate this because this will show a diverse set for the Academy.
Rarely do
Me of the
you see
teacher from Everybody Hates Chris. You remember the teacher?
Oh yeah. Man, that movie came and went. It was beautiful. No one
It was.
acknowledged it. No one even said it flopped. It just never existed. Which
Yep.
is the best thing ever that could happen.
Right.
I'm actually thankful. The internet proved me wrong. I thought people were going to hate watch it.
Nope.
I thought it was going to cause controversy. It's one of those rare instances where it was so fucked up, everyone ignored it.
It's
which
too
was
expensive.
fantastic.
It costs too much money to go to the movies to go see something that you don't want to watch.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Way too much money.
What was
And
the IMDb score of it? Was there a rating on it? Was it a 1?
Man.
nigga, the rating on the IMDb rating on that was nigga please. In the Paul Mooney voice.
Oh,
in
man.
the Paul Mooney voice, nigga. Hey, nigga please.
Please. 2 wands down.
Put your wands down.
2 wands
real.
down. 2 wands down.
Nah, because y'all got me thinking about like Charles, how much does it cost if you was taking a family to the movies? How much would you end up paying, bro?
Don't give a fuck about them kids, man. I'm telling you. If I take a family to the movies, it'd be 20 for me and the wife. That's 40 out the door. And then the kids, I think their tickets are about 13 each. That's three tickets. So 36 plus 40. So yeah, it's about $100.
That's before you get to the concession stand.
That's before I get to the concession stand, bro.
So that's 2 large
Andy,
popcorn,
we gonna want
2 large sodas.
Too large, so yeah. I might as well start buying stock at that point. Just bill me for some stock at the counter.
Yeah. Real talk. You're not lying.
No? Okay.
So yep, that 18 to 35, bro, for life.
He said I guess. I mean, what does that say though? Like what does civilization look like when you stop catering to your future? You know what I'm saying? Like you stop catering to your future. What does that look like?
I wanted to throw this out there because, like, society is definitely changing. Because, like, we were just talking about, remember that, like, the comfortable feeling just going to a rental store and stuff, like just talking in relations with movies with people, right?
Yeah.
What happened to that genre? That's over with, right? You know, I mean, video game stores is going to get to the point where there's going to be no, physical conversations, face-to-face conversations when it comes to gaming. It's always going to be digital and shit, right?
Yep.
So now I'm like at this point right now, like the future stuff like that, like what happens when movie theaters stop catering to kids? Is it going to be an 18+ venue and stuff like that? Because I mean, obviously these movie theaters are adding bars and that shit now, and they're adding comfortable seating and all that other shit like that. But like, how are we going to upscale that just to keep people coming out, just to be able to get out of the house and buy an admission for a movie? What's it going to take?
Hey, Donovan, you want to take this one, brother?
But I'm gonna get a caveat. If y'all are thinking
it's all you, man.
Theaters and giving them a business idea, I suggest you no. Put it away. Stop saving these niggas. Put it away.
Hey, Charles, you're right, man. Let them drown, bro.
Let them drown, bro.
We'll talk about it offline. But
you're right,
listen,
you're right.
This is going back to the COVID era, dog.
It can be done.
3 hours, 8 minutes, yo.
If they cared about that, it would be done. But what's gonna happen, Orion, is those multiplayer games are soon gonna be filled with AI members that you think are human.
Oh hell, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell.
Oh yeah.
Talking to you
Going
and
back to
all
the
that.
arcades, yo. Going back to the arcades.
Go back to the arcades, man.
That's what's up. You right. Hell yeah.
Yep. 1-on-1. I
Hell
see you,
yeah.
you see me.
Yep.
Put the quarter in, let's go.
Hell
Why
yeah.
Pokemon Go. I thought that was a moment. Why
They
was
got
it?
they-
It
It
was.
was.
Nintendo got they
In my backyard. What happened?
Nintendo got their money and said, we out of here.
Right.
I thought like the next step after catching, like people would just be randomly like, go, I choose you, Charizard. It didn't happen. It never came.
I mean, you got to give it to Nintendo. They created things where people have to go out and do something while their name is being mentioned. That's genius of all marketing fronts and IP. You know, like
it didn't involve good enough. That's what I'm hearing.
Man, Uncle Jack.
They never brought it home.
Bro, you remember
it went to PvP, right? It never happened.
Man, you remember Heritage Park?
Yeah.
You know, you saw how packed the motherfucker was when Pokemon Go came out?
Oh yeah, everybody was outside.
Everybody was outside.
Everybody
Couldn't
was
find no
outside.
parking at the public park, man.
Yep.
People were buying Pokeballs and everything else through that app. Nintendo was making money.
They got their bag. They got their bag and said, "Cool, thank you for your money."
Between me and the ex-wife, I think we spent about 500.
I said as soon as they start PvP, I'll join. I thought that'd be so cool. Like
they did do that.
Person, y'all are battling. Like who
they
else?
Did do that. It was too late.
You know what I'm saying?
They waited too late.
They waited too late. It has that feature now, but
they have it now.
Over. They got it now.
It came and went.
Came and went. It just died down.
Came and went. We're not in our 20s anymore, bro. We're not in our 20s anymore. You know what I'm saying?
And he never hopped on it.
Right. On a work night.
They're eating Tide Pods.
Brother, please don't bring that shit up.
Delete that generation.
Yo, hey,
Darwinism in effect.
Hold the fuck up, bro. Like, hold the fuck up. Now you got me remembering shit here, bro.
Yeah, when I say delete that generation, you thought I'm playing.
They did the Tide Pod challenge.
Yep.
The box crate challenge.
Crate challenge.
I think they were punching.
Wasn't there a thing about people putting their phones in microwaves to charge their batteries too? I swear that was a thing, bro. There were people putting their phones in the microwave and supposedly charging them, and people were dumb enough to do that shit. People blew up their microwaves.
Motherfuckers were setting themselves on fire on their hair. Some shit like that.
Oh yeah, they were showering in gasoline and shit. You know?
Yeah.
Old dude put himself.
Like, I'm just saying, bro, out of all these challenges, man, like nobody came up with like a life insurance challenge.
Read a book challenge.
Dead ass. That's the challenge I wanted to start. I wanted to start a challenge where you hold up a life insurance policy and then you challenge somebody else to hold up a life insurance policy. That's what I wanted to do. That would have been my idea for a challenge. You know
I had a challenge, man. It's like, give somebody money, like give to the homeless challenge. Like, come on, make something useful.
But even that, even an act of humility like that turned into something that, like, so the opposite of somebody being on camera. Because first off, if you're gonna give money to somebody homeless, don't turn the fucking camera on. Yep. But that devolved into people eating food in front of people who are homeless and dumb shit like that.
Yep.
Like that evolved into shit like that.
Death rights. Death rights.
Hey,
I'm just whispering.
For as much as
we already know,
Gen Z, there is something interesting where they devolved. That's fucked up. They devolved so much that they devolved below prejudice. It seemed like, where like among each other, like I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like,
no, I definitely get what you're saying.
It has a few caveats that are weird and some that are like kind of cool. The kind of cool one, I remember I was at the store one day, and this white woman got in front of me. I didn't pay attention to her. She's older, so it didn't really bug me. But her son was like, "You skipped that guy in line. Like, you can't do that." And I was like, "Oh shit, look at this. Okay, all right, Casper. All right, I see you, bro." so like it's like they devolved, because the weird thing is like they're like an interracial couple, and they'll do this hanging challenge where the white person holds.
You lying, bro?
Uncle
you
John
lying.
literally just
No,
lost 5 years.
You lying, bro. They
No,
didn't
he's
do that.
not. No, he's not. He's not
Oh,
lying.
No, he
God.
telling dead ass
Yeah,
truth.
He's
they'll
not.
hold their
Jesus
hoodie up
Christ,
like they're
man.
hanging. But like, I'm looking at it like idiot, but I'm also looking at it like, okay, they've fallen so far from the prejudice that it's like a joke now.
That it's entertainment.
It's like entertainment. Like
Again, like I said, we've been amongst them for 2.
Oh shit! Here we.
that's what I
All
hear.
right. All right. We got 15 minutes, man.
All right.
I thought that was interesting that like the prejudice kind of fell away, but it's like not because they rose above it. They're just like
Entertained. Yep. Entertained by it.
I thought it was funny. But
You know what I mean?
Content over everything.
Content over everything, man.
COE.
Over
Damn.
everything. You know what I mean? No,
Wait, so
fuck
was
it.
that out of just ignorance, or is this really just? Are they really just poking fun of the idea?
Who knows?
that's what,
I'm not even gonna touch
the
that.
whole
I don't know.
I touched
be
the nut.
ignorant that you would think it's funny that your black spouse for likes.
I think the further away you are from
That
a
shit's
traumatic event,
I'm
the more
saying
you can make
it's
fun of it.
crazy. What'd
Yeah,
you say?
like-
Tom?
And
The
the
further
more you
you-
don't know the context.
Yeah, the further away you are from a traumatic event, the more you can make fun of it. Like you can't make fun of Nazis. You can't make like Inglourious Bastards in 1960 or 1950, right? It takes time for that. So like even jokes about Spartans, jokes about certain historical, like no one was doing 9/11 jokes in 2002, okay?
Facts.
Straight up.
Yeah.
No one was doing 9/11 jokes in 2002. So the further you are away from history, you can look back at it and it doesn't hurt as much. You can make fun of it. You can laugh at it. It can be almost feels like it doesn't exist because time moves so forward, fast, and change. It just almost doesn't seem real.
Damn.
So I think that is one component of just doing these things. It's like you see the pictures, but it's like it still isn't real to you. You see the videos, it still isn't real to you. It feels like a lifetime away from where you are in life.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Oh, there's some cultural things that go along with that. If we want to try to like, you know, hone in on what Charles was referring to, because every other culture, when it comes to their traumatic events, they're not letting other people in on that joke. They're not in on that joke.
Uncle Jack, please.
Yeah, like
okay.
Jewish people are putting people in the oven for fun, like
Please.
or Japanese are playing with Hiroshima. It's really
Right.
Damn, niggas should be doing the oven challenge.
Right. Yeah. And then the opposite people that tell you that look you dead in the face and say to you, come on, man, it's just a joke.
It's a prank.
It's just a joke. Why are you so sensitive? See, let me stop.
No, you don't gotta stop. I mean, but
no.
Well, you don't gotta stop because this is, I mean, and this also this goes along with everything here. When it devolves to that point, you know, it's unfortunate, but when you see that happen, it's normally, you know who the culprits are who are participating in that kind of activity most of the time. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, those black people are they're playing along,
right? And
generation.
Hey, Charles, do you think it's because we were taught this also? Because you forget the minstrel shows, and some of us participated in those minstrel shows
like that in my life, where someone will hang.
No, but I mean the minstrel shows like look at me, I'm a, you know.
But I never seen a joke. I didn't even get it until I'm like, oh shit. I didn't even like it's. Yeah, but I'm not even thinking like I've never thought of that like as a joke. I mean, I never thought of it as a concept.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't that go? What I'm saying is, doesn't that basically just go back to the minstrel shows? It has the same. It has the same same roots in minstrel shows, where we're dressing up, looking all goofy, big lips. Wow!
Yeah,
I'm zany and shit.
Yeah, like Halloween, they do the whole thing where like it's white people and they got like a black slave friend, stuff like that. Oh, that somehow skipped our generation because I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Right. Well, see, in the 90s, the 90s was fucking amazing, bro. It was.
And I don't know, I can't tell what we're seeing through our glasses of nostalgia and what's real, but like just putting them on paper,
yo,
I look at them and I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
Right. But if you look at the culture in the 90s, it was very strongly pro-black in America. You know what I mean? Like the hip hop artist was wearing the African pendant chains. You know what I mean? The dashikis. I think Kwanzaa became a thing in the 90s. I hope I'm not wrong on that. You know what I mean? We might need to do some research on that. But culturally, we were a lot more centered in the 1990s because the people who were raising the people who raised us were coming off of traumatic events, and we're just now starting to reach a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Our culture became mainstream in the 2000s, but it was still underground and contained to us in the 90s. You know what I mean? John Singleton directed Higher Learning, and that shit changed my life, dog. Oh my God, Higher Learning was such a fire-ass movie. You had Spike Lee doing his thing in the 90s. Everybody who represented our culture was still kind of holding it down with a certain level of respect. When the entertainment industry noticed that this was profitable, they said, nah, that doesn't work for us, brother. You get 5, we're going to give y'all 5 heads on this gate or on this mountain, and they're going to gatekeep your entire culture. We're going to tell you, we're going to take your culture and tell you how to operate within your culture and make you think that is yours. Woo. Your freedom of movement is governed by somebody else.
Oh shit.
And hey, listen.
Hey, this is the last episode behind the scenes podcast.
Behind the scenes right there.
Hey, shut this shit down.
No, but this is the truth here. But it all goes full circle.
True,
I mean, when the younger people who are coming up, damn, bro, I'm fucking on a soapbox. My bad, dog.
Nah, you're talking.
Keep cooking, man.
When the younger generation, and this goes back to that bullshit coded fucking conversation during Blurred History Month.
Slow down, my Namek. All right,
during Blurred History Month, right? When we get so far, during Blurred History Month, dog. That's the 4th time I said it. Next year that shit is gonna be trademarked. But
trademark that shit quickly.
Yeah. Hashtag
Happy Blurred History Month.
Blurred History Month. You know what I mean? Jackie Robinson played baseball so that y'all could fucking celebrate Knuckles. All right, man. Anyways, dog, it's 10:30 out this motherfucker. Let me get to the point. But when you get so far removed from the basis of your culture and allow somebody else to make the terms to that culture, you're not going to understand why you shouldn't be in a picture with a noose around your neck being held by.
Oh, boy.
You're not going to understand that, right?
Yo, I want an Uncle Ruckus versus Uncle Jack.
Hey, and I'll cook that nigga, man. I'll cook him.
Why do you think Mr. White Man don't deserve?
I'll work that motherfucker, bro, because I'm just keeping it a buck. On Cinco de Mayo, you're not going to see no shit like that. Nobody's going to play with them like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Not in front of some Mexicans. Maybe in front of some white people.
No, you're not gonna play with.
Will be doing that shit.
You're not gonna play. You're not gonna play with that culture in public like that, right? During COVID-19, the Asian community said, "We're not doing this, y'all. We're not getting scapegoated for this, bro. Y'all not playing with us like that, right?" And then the very next year, what movie won Best Picture at the Oscars?
Crazy Rich Asians.
No. Everything, everything, all at once.
Oh, wow. Good point.
I mean, dude.
Oh shit, I never.
I thought you meant Parasite.
No, that was 20.
Asia's got their stuff unlocked. Right? They got like out producing, marketing it. They got unlocked. They took the time. They took the 20 years. They kept their currency low and got the production cost up, and it was. And they got this shit unlocked. They're good.
Damn, man. Stop Asian hate culminated in everything everywhere all at once.
It was all together. Yep.
On that note, let's take it home, man. Let's get out of here on that note. D Smith, take us home.
What's wrong? What's wrong? China sending you checks? What's wrong?
No, because I'm not trying to be on like no Umar Johnson type shit, but like everything is a response to something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Everything is a response.
Every cause has an effect.
Right. So the effect, even though that was a great movie and that was the best movie I saw all that year, there was more encouragement to make that a culturally relevant film because of what the world was coming off of, or at least what the United States was coming off of.
Facts. Let me see that.
Cold connection, man.
Heavy.
Yep. Milestone Returns, aka media press for Black Lives Matter.
Oh,
are we still honoring
and on that note, we are out of here.
Had to add that.
All right, D Smith, take us home, man. Shit.
I ain't got nothing after that. Roll credits.
Hey, yeah, just hit the black screen like the Sopranos.
Fade to black.
Believe.
Hit the black screen. Hit the black screen like the Sopranos, dog. Straight like that. All right, Orion, what we got on the way out, brother? What we got on the way out, man?
Man, just whatever y'all do, man, y'all keep those creative juices going, man, and make sure you have an everlasting IP that sticks out for generations on.
Heard that.
Yes, sir.
I dig it. Pan-African Phantom. Charles, what we got on the way out, brother?
Man, same thing. Out with the old. Kill the past. Burn it if you have to.
Fuck them kids.
Kingdom Come by the book.
Man. Yeah, by the book always.
Oh, Kingdom Come, go by the book.
Right.
At the ready.
Ready.
That's gonna be up there with This Is Sparta. That's gonna be up there, bro.
That's high praise.
With This Is Sparta, man.
That's high praise.
Oh, Avengers Assemble at the ready. I see it now, bro. Same energy.
I dig that. Appreciate it.
Oh, here, I got us, Donovan. You could take us home last, man. All I'm gonna say, bro, the 32nd, we on the 30-day countdown, man. 30 days out from being a dad, bro. 30 days. 30 days out.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy.
Are y'all seeing this high energy Uncle Jack?
Listen.
It's
different.
Mufasa coming out. Y'all it's the Mufasa effect.
Right. Hey, look, that's another trademark. That's another trademark.
You start looking at it, you start seeing things in the future, and if the future looks right to you, you want to tear it up.
It's like, I'm telling you, bro, this shit is pressure, man. Like when this kid gets here, when this kid gets here, when my son gets here, I know he's gonna be applying pressure. But like,
that's what I'm talking about.
The goal is to take that pressure that's being applied and then apply that pressure on the motherfucking world, bro.
That's what I'm talking
Heard that.
Director Dion Donovan, please take us home before you fucking faint, bro.
I'm toasted, man. Shit, man. Keep like Orion said, keep those creative juices going, and we're fucked. But hey, focus on ourselves. That's all you can do. Focus on your friends, your family. Don't save everybody, man. Save yourselves first.
Yo, on that note, shout outs to D Smith, ORRION, the Pan-African Phantom Charles, the director Dion Donovan, Money Making Majin, Troy, Boycott Activity, Chaotic J, King Arthur in the comments, Thirsty Jack, Jazzy the Gangster. Who we missing? Justin, the Mad Nucleus. Who we missing?
PD, King Arthur.
Yeah. I think we got everybody, man.
Daniel, it's been a minute, man, but we still see you, brother.
Right. You know what I mean? I don't know. This might be my last go before before we get here. But if it is, we went out on a high note, man. We ending this stream before my power gets cut out and all of that shit, bro. We out of here. Peace.
We'll talk about it behind the scenes.
Peace.
Oh, that shit was.